zoned down for a second. That was dope.
How you guys are tuned in to episode 72 of the Lyrical Fix Podcast with your host, Sade.
And Kid Pro.
Oh, man. How's been your... Oh, wait. Did you want to...
How's been...
I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm just, like, over it at this point. There's so much going on right now. But did you want to get rolling with that whole thing, the stream and stuff, the lists?
Yo, add the Lyrical Fix Pod on
go.
IG. Make sure to catch us on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, as well as iHeartRadio. Check out all the past episodes, including this one. YouTube is going to have our clips, going to have our If You Don't Know segments, as well as the full segments. And, of course, be on the lookout for the If You Don't Know playlist, which is available on Apple and on Spotify. It's going to keep you in tune with all of our past If You Don't Know from, I believe, 10 weeks ago?
What?
If you don't know.
If you don't know, yeah, 10 weeks. So 10 episodes, 10 weeks.
Okay, so make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Give us those 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out in these podcast streets. You know who it is, the motherfucking gang. Episode 72. Sade. What's good, buddy?
Okay.
How are you?
How
you doing? Besides everything we just went through now in the past 20 minutes.
God, that was, it was a little nerve-wracking. I had an eventful week. You want to start with you
I'm sorry,
first?
you said
an eventful.
Oh, they said vengeful for a second.
Oh, no.
I was like, damn.
No.
I had a vengeful
If anything,
week.
it was very opposite of,
Okay.
of any type of revenge.
No, I mean, I'll give you a short version for me. I've pretty much just been healing with this shit. It was big as fuck last week. I had to wear sunglasses. I thought I was going to have to wear them again today.
Yeah.
It's gone down considerably, which I'm very, very happy about. Still kind of feel weird stepping outside. Like, I think, yesterday, 2 days ago, I had to go to a drive-thru at McDonald's. Thank God it's on my right side, so I'm in the driver's seat, and I go like this. Instead of looking at the guy at the window, I just went like this. He passed the food, I went, thank you, like this real quick. I didn't want him to see my face. Like, I'm that self-conscious about it. And I didn't have anything on. It was dark, too. I just had my hat on.
Yeah.
But it just still felt weird, because it's like, this shit right now is like the size of, like,
Jupiter?
No, that's a little
Well,
mean.
Right now, no.
Right
But
now, I
in
would
the
say
beginning,
it was bad. It was like the size of a ping pong ball at one
Yeah.
point. Like, it was bad. And now it's considerably down. Like, to the point where I can go outside and look kind of normal. But it also sucked because it looked like I had a black eye the whole time.
It did.
Yeah, it really looked like I got fucked up.
I mean, I don't know if it turned. I didn't see any pictures, but it didn't turn like purple, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it turned purple.
Shit.
Yeah. This whole
Because when I seen it was like all swollen.
the bag in my eye was like pushed out, and
yeah.
then it went down, but it was still swollen.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
no.
So, and now it's just this shit on the side of my face, which who knows how long it'll take to fucking get rid of. But at least
Sure.
at least it's not a big ass bump anymore. But that was it. Just home recovering, and just I had to figure out another way to just put content out to promote the album without putting my face on there.
You did really good though.
Yeah, it was cool. I like it. I mean, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to overkill it. So I kind of took a break today and just focused on pod stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get back into it. It's just, you see it. You try to be as original as you can.
Yeah.
Before everybody else starts jumping on the wave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just kind of have to keep moving and keep doing different things. But like I told you before, like I'm gonna really promote the shit out this fucking album. I'm not just gonna.
Hell yeah. As we should.
All the work we put into this shit, I'm not just gonna fucking go ahead and just put something else out.
No,
Like nigga, this is still good.
Yeah, I kind of like stepped back from it, which I have to get better. It's just this week I've taken in a lot of rest.
Well, everybody did, but everybody's also going through a lot of stuff right now. Like
like
team
Yos
wise,
is
like
moving.
Yos and Nina, they just moved. Like I'm
Congrats
not expecting.
to Yos and Nina.
Yes, congrats to
Hopefully
them.
This is the applause. Yes,
Imagine it be a gunshot. Well, that would have been fine too.
that would have worked.
Or like, don't do that.
Oh shit! No, I have it set to like the good one, so even if
Yeah.
I fuck up, it's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad.
No, it's
I
fine.
put the volume up.
No, but it's great. Yeah, but I wasn't expecting much from them anyway, just because I know how it is when you first move into place.
Oh yeah.
Especially your first place alone, and you move in with your girl. Oh man, come on.
I'm surprised that Yost didn't take more time off. I mean, he took a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Because then it's also his birthday weekend too.
Right.
So happy birthday, Yost.
Happy birthday. When's the official day?
Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? But I'm really excited for them to do this.
No, it's great, man. I remember my first time moving into a spot with my girl.
Mhm.
It was wild.
Yeah.
No babies.
No babies.
Oh, nigga, we was living. Oh, we was living that life, man.
Yeah, that first move in is is intense.
It's everything.
You got to Christian everything.
Got to Christian everything because you're looking at every spin. Right, okay, we can fuck here. We can fuck here. We can everywhere.
No, it's funny. So when we first moved here, I still had an apartment in South Jersey in East Brunswick.
Excuse me. The way you said that was so a lot of vengeance in that.
No, I just at this point I'm just trolling. I don't care anymore. But it's just funny because I'll still get people hitting me up like with the Murphy shit. Like what was it when Prospect sent it to me? I'm like, bro, I'm just trolling at this point. Like I don't really care.
I've always told people I'm on the side that doesn't care, and I also don't know. I don't trust Murphy.
Yeah,
like,
you trust a white man?
Yeah, no, with that smile.
No, it was funny though because I was talking to him about it. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to troll. It was, I don't know what party it was, but I think it was just like whatever party last month that we had at the greenhouse. And I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to see Villa. I'm going to troll him. But because the floodgates had just started to open, he's all in this good mood. I'm like, God damn it. I was so mad. I'm like, I can't even troll you. I was like, fuck it.
Are you too happy to be
fucked
trolled
up
right
my
now?
whole plan. But
fuck you and your happiness.
No, but I still had that apartment. But that apartment was just like, I was sleeping in the dining room. Like, I had a whole curtain, and I made it into a bedroom.
Okay.
But there's this other girl, like, her friend was supposed to stay a couple nights, ended up just literally moving in. And my friend didn't even realize it. I'm like, do you know your homegirl has moved in? No, she hasn't moved in. I'm like, she better start paying rent. Yeah, she has.
Her stuff is literally right there.
Yeah, I'm like, she's been here more than I have. Like, what the fuck?
There's mail coming in her name.
Yo, that whole experience, like, I love that apartment was just amazing. Especially moving out of like an old dingy house that I lived like right off campus.
Yeah. That
apartment in East Brunswick was amazing, but it was ruined the last few months with that chick right there. She just like the BO worse than homegirl. It was just bad, and it was like that like. I'm not racist. I'm a little racist, but it's that white people dog smell.
The wet dog smell. Yeah. Okay.
No, but like.
Yeah. No, I know.
Like and like the fat chicks it's that.
Me and Obi had this inside joke. We go back and forth because there was this one time we both went to this dude's studio, white dude, cool guy though, but it just smelled. It smelled bad, and it was one of those smells that like, it was one of those smells that like if my mom happened to be in that room and smelled it, she would pull me to the side and be like, ay, papi, no. ¿Qué pesa? ¿Qué colmo que eso está pasando ahora? El olor tan feo en este cuarto. No, papi, usted tiene que buscar más amigos mejores que este man, que él no ha limpiado su cuarto en quién sabe cuántos años. Ay, no, qué vergüenza. Él quiere una mujer aquí.
Wait, are you going to translate for the people who don't know?
Absolutely not. I was going to make that. Obi said I should turn that to a skit. Ay, papi, no, ay, que
No, you should.
Gas, este cuarto tan feo. Carajo. Oh, no, Pablo.
No, wait, bro. So, side note, fucking the last time, for Villa's birthday, it was just like a couple of us, and Villa's talking about, I don't know how we got onto this, and he was just talking about like, I with his fucking voice, he's like, I don't know who to compare his voice to.
Villa's?
Yeah. Like the way, like that, like when he tries to like talk all smooth, well, I could be your Rory. I'm like, what? He's like, I would be the third man.
You know what?
And it came from a joke. I forgot what the fuck it was. Oh no, because that day, like I had the Yeezys on. He was like, is this pod money? Is this Kid Nova money? Like trolling me. And then he was talking about like being the third chair for the pod, and a whole bunch of shit. He was like, I can do sports. And
I would have laughed right now if I was in the room, because I would be like, I remember a time when we had you in the pod and you wouldn't say a goddamn thing the whole fucking episode.
I was gonna say that, but then Trip chimed in about something else, so I didn't even get to that because that shit was funny. Because he was like, it'd be sports, and I forgot some other shit, and I forgot what happened, what got Trip involved, but Trip was like, nah, because y'all motherfuckers, y'all all Spanish, y'all all understand. Oh, I think he was saying that he'll do it in Spanish or some shit like that.
Like his whole time he speaks in Spanish?
I guess, or do the weather. I don't know what the fuck it
help.
was. I know it doesn't, but it was just funny because Trip's reaction. I don't know if he said he was or Trip just like off the hill. Trip is gonna listen and probably like he'll figure it out, or if he remembered. But it was just funny because he's like, nah, because yeah, Spanish niggas are all gonna understand it. I'm just gonna be listening like, what the fuck are they saying?
Oh, because if we talking Spanish and shit, yeah.
No, that shit was funny. Like, you just reminded me of that. But no, so as soon as I got this place, I did it in overlap. Like I did when I got that apartment, it overlapped with the last house that I was in. And I had an we bought an air mattress, and it was just me. Because he was still working in New York, so he would just, like, stay in New York for the weekdays. And it was just me. And, like, you ever see that black spot? I didn't. So I had lights, but, like, trying to be all, like, cute and shit, had a candle. I slept and left the candle burning, and it burned a hole.
Burned the whole
I didn't realize that. It's closer over here, but like when we move the table, you'll see. Yeah. So I had the air. There was nothing. Everything was empty. Like the fridge was still there, but that was it.
A perfect circle too.
Yeah. Everything was empty, and then it was like one of those like fucking CVS candles that I got. Like just like because the house still like smelled like paint and shit like that.
Get what
and
you
I'm
pay
cleaning
for.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just the heat and it's wood.
Yeah.
So it was just funny because I remember just laying in here and like, damn, finally, like my own place.
I remember that feeling.
Because I always had like roommates and shit.
I just fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I took a nap right on the fucking carpet. And I walked. Yeah, that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great, man. And it was dope because at the time when I moved in, there were no neighbors like below us. We had the upstairs. Mm-hmm. So it was perfect. And then the neighbors that we had on the side of us, like, were hardly there. Yeah. So it was just a really, really, like, good placement location that we got in that apartment complex. It was really dope. So everything was close by, and it was great, man. It was a phenomenal fucking 2 years there on our own, which is never forget that time. Complete freedom. And we had another set of friends that lived in the same complex too, so we always had little parties and shit. Yeah. It was a dope time.
Because it was like shortly after we moved in here, then his cousin moved in the same complex, but like closer to like where the houses are, like the outskirts, I guess, because this complex is fucking huge. And we used to always just go over there and shit. And then have like our little parties or just chill.
It was good times, man. We made good use of that kitchen.
He's like all up in my jacket.
Yeah.
Trying to steal from me and shit. There's only cigarettes in there. Anyway, so I don't know if I should get into my week yet.
I mean,
No,
you could absolutely.
So before I get into the crazy shit, because of time. So before I get into the crazy shit, so my sister from Vegas, who lives in Vegas, she just came by to visit, spent some time with family. My grandmother, who is the reason why I don't see her, got into this whole old lady shit. And if you want to just point it to you, you could do, because I'm cold. You could do that because I'm cold. Okay. So yeah, we were talking about this when I told my mom was yelling at me about why haven't you guys house searched yet? Like what's going on with that? Blah blah blah, whatever. They were all talking about it, and then here comes my grandmother. Well, my advice is just.
Oh, I like the accent.
She's like, my advice is just, you need to get a house outside the country, because it's not fucking worth it. It's not fucking worth it. She wants like a 6-pack in the Blue Moons. So then I just look at her. I'm like,
facts.
I was like, okay, mama. So we finished. We're talking, and then here she just chimes in because nobody's listening to her. And then she's just talking. I'm trying to ignore her, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but where the fuck am I supposed to live then? She's like, oh, because she's talking about like the taxes and you never really own it and all this and that, because she once had a house with her husband, with my grandfather. And after he died, and like we were there for a while, and then once family drama happened, we had to like move out. She couldn't afford it, so she lost the house. So she's speaking from that experience, but it was also a gigantic fucking house. Okay. Like the house was insane. I love that house though. I still pass it sometimes. I miss it. Oh. So anyway, so yeah. Shit. So yeah, she's just talking about like the taxes and no, like I don't know why would you want to do that and da 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 and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to live? And then my mom is like, Ma, why would you want? She was like, but what's the difference between paying taxes on a house and paying rent on something that you're definitely never owning? You're paying rent for nothing. Like you're just living there. But I'm just, because I own the house and I'm just saying. And I'm like, oh, God.
I mean, there's definitely different ways to think about this. I mean, it all depends on your financial situation, how you're handling your money, and all
Yeah.
that to see what would work best, whether you rent or you own.
Yeah. But my whole
It's not
thing,
for everybody,
yeah,
obviously.
that's what I had said. I'm like, listen, I was like, it's not for everybody, but at the end of the day, I just want something, unfortunately, in the United States, for right now at least.
Well, let me ask you, what's the biggest thing
What?
when it comes to the biggest thing you're looking for when it comes to owning versus renting? For me,
Mhm.
privacy.
Yeah.
Just being able to be in a house, make whatever noise I want to, not have to hear my neighbors, vice versa. That is the main reason that I wanted
Yeah.
that. And that's why. But so let's just say you were in an apartment that didn't have any neighbors around you, that they couldn't hear you, you couldn't hear them. Would you be cool with it? Or is there something else that makes you want to get a house?
Can you like move it? It's like shaking. It's sorry.
Which way that move it?
Okay. No, that's fine. Sorry.
Okay.
Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? This fucking fan, bro.
What do you
Just
want
hit the oscillate. It's fine. So anyway, my bad. What was I gonna say?
No,
Is
just
that even possible though?
what? To have a place like that?
Yeah.
I
How
mean,
would you even like?
there's got to be some type of apartments like that like you won't hear anybody.
Yeah. Possibly.
Traditionally, they're not. I guess. Yeah. Traditionally, everybody's just together.
Yeah.
But that bothers me the most. Like I can't stand being around other neighbors and shit. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to.
Mhm.
That's how it is. I'm cool where I'm at. Like
Mhm.
my neighbors are across the street, obviously to my side, but I don't gotta hear them. They don't gotta hear me.
Mhm.
I mean, if I step outside, the only thing you're gonna hear really is just my kids screaming. I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's just
Because I told her, I'm like, listen, I want a backyard. I want
Okay.
a lawn.
Okay.
Like
fair.
I want I just things that I want, and when I want to settle down, it's a house.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I mean, I had that period of, like, in my life that I wanted to live in a loft in New York City, and that just, like, well, not New York City.
Just a
Any
loft
borough
anywhere.
would've
Yeah.
done. But I wanted that, I think it comes from, like, the whole struggling artist thing.
Yeah, no, that feeling of having a loft, like I'm sure
Yeah.
I'd want that too. Hell yeah, to have that view, just you can see the city and shit. Hell yeah, fuck
Like,
yeah.
big, wide open space. I think I just always wanted just open space.
The big kind of elevators. That's like a freight elevator. You gotta like lift the whole
Oh,
thing, like the
yeah.
real New York City feel.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Anytime I've seen a show, look, who had a
I was
fucking
fucking robbed of it. I
who
hope
had
you
an
can hear
awesome
me.
fucking place. I remember watching one TV show, and this dude just had like one of the dopest fucking apartments in New York. It was like the walls were made of like just brick.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
I wanted that shit.
I've always wanted
I
that
don't know when you
style.
talk about that.
And then just the ones that are like in a loft, like a high ass building, and you see all the other buildings, and you get a
Yeah.
great view of like Central Park and shit.
Because I could do without the Central Park thing, just because I just know I'll never afford that shit. I'd rather get
Well-
I'd rather spend that money on something else.
Well, yeah, a
But
job
even
like
if
that,
it was
shit.
like
That type of rent.
Brooklyn, like I remember this. When we didn't know if we were gonna live, I didn't want to live in Jersey. He wanted to move to Jersey, and I was just like, all right, what about Yonkers? Because he was already in Yonkers, but like up a little bit more, where all the white people are. When they were trying to gentrify Yonkers, there was this few nice apartments that were the same price as Bergen County,
Okay.
and possibly bigger apartments.
I would
And there's
imagine.
just one where it was white walls. I wouldn't have, with me, they wouldn't have stayed white. And then just like one, actually, because it had one wall that was just brick with like a fireplace that I doubt even worked. And I don't even care if it worked.
It's just nice.
aesthetically.
Aesthetically, it's nice.
Oh my God. Ugh. I wanted that place so bad. But I mean, like we were talking about it, I'm just like, all right, mama. I'm just saying though, I'm like, all right, you know what?
It's just a
getting on my
lot.
fucking
It's a
nerves.
lot that goes into it, man. It's just a lot that really goes into this stuff. And but when the time's right, you'll have it, and it'll be perfect for you. I'm sure.
Yeah, because
You'll
I
make it
looked at
work.
her. I'm like, do you even know how much fucking rent is? And then that's
Yeah.
when my mom was like, shut it. I was like, all right. I was like, let me stop.
Well, in some places, the rent just keeps going up. You can't do nothing about that.
No.
So
So anyway, to continue that weekend, before I get to the juicy part,
juicy. So you-
so that night, I took my sister to stay at where she used to live out here.
yeah.
She gave that apartment. Well, it's like a 2-family house. She gave that, apartment, I guess, or whatever, to her friend
Okay.
who was staying with her for a little bit, and he just inherited, I guess, the place. So it was funny. Like, we're on the way. She's like, "Do you remember how to get there?" I'm like, I know the last time you lived here was 2 years ago, but yes, you lived there for a long time. I know how to get there. So we're going over there, and it's funny because the place looks completely different because it's like a bachelor pad.
Okay.
He has a room for his kid, but his kid doesn't live with him. It's just
weekend dad.
Yeah.
Nice.
But he said it's changed, like, because she's gotten older, which is just weird. I didn't even get to say it to him, but it's like, bro, you have a teenager now. Like, this is somebody who is, like, he's my older brother.
Yeah.
But it's my sister's best friend from high school, and I've known him, you know, my whole life and shit. So it's just funny to see him now, and I mean, he's changed, but he hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Like, he's still living the bachelor life. He's like, man, fuck out of here. I fuck all the bitches I want.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's telling me stories about all these girls that are trying to, like, wife him and shit like that, and, you know, make him this husband. He was like, I'm not getting married. I'm good. I'm good.
I could see him in that position. I mean, shit, if I had the same lifestyle that he has too, like, he's taking care of his stuff, he has enough money to take care of his kid and have a room for him whenever he's able to come over, I'd probably be the same way. I probably would, yeah. I'll be like, you know what? I tried it out. It didn't work. Last thing I need is to get tied down again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
oh, yeah, because the story with the baby mama. I was like, I love you, Ash, but...
Hey, some baby mamas are cooler than others. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So, so yeah, anyway. So, you know, we're talking and shit, and he's got this fucking... oh, no, I won't get into his business. But then he tells me... Well, it was funny. He's like, yeah, you know, I did the OnlyFans thing, and
he did the OnlyFans.
No, me and my sister look at him, and I was like, why does that past tense I don't think that past tense was real, and he just looks and he's like, it's been a little while. I mean, I guess I still have my account. I'm like, so you do OnlyFans? That's what you did. You do OnlyFans.
Wait, meaning that he's posting stuff, or he goes on there?
No. He has it. Like, he has an account that he posts shit.
So he posts his own shit. Gotcha.
Yeah. So then it was just funny because he tried to, like, downplay. He's like, oh yeah, no, I did the OnlyFans thing. We're talking about somebody that I know who's getting into it, and then he's like, yeah, no, I did that, and blah blah blah. I'm like, what? It just didn't sound like a solid past tense to me. Yeah. So I questioned it, and he was like, all right, like, I mean, I do it. Like, it hasn't been a while. Like, he's trying to justify. And then we're talking about, he was like, it's I guess, just him, like, fucking bitches.
Yeah.
Who are down for it. Like, they know they're being recorded and shit. And he actually taught me a couple tricks actually, that sounded really bad.
Yeah, it did.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Camera tricks, sorry. Camera tricks.
That still sound bad.
Yeah, no, that really does sound bad. How to record, I guess.
That still sounds...
Oh, it does. Damn, I don't know. Okay, so like, he was explaining. So you know how the Apple Watch... Shut up, don't laugh at me. You know how the Apple Watch, you
clip.
can control the... He's gonna watch me, a fucking asshole. See, I didn't even say your name, I'm just saying. So
She put it all out there, homie.
No, I'm not.
She put it all out there.
I mean, as I've already gotten it... People are already mad at me for laughing at them, so why not? I'm just going to continue to laugh at people. God. So, no, he taught me, like, because you know how the Apple Watch, you can control, like, your camera?
Yes.
He was saying, he's like, yeah, like, so if I have, like, two, or I think his iPad and a phone.
I forgot that you can do that. That's right.
I'm like, wait, you could do multiple? I thought it was just one.
Yeah, you can work the shit.
I didn't know you could do multiple.
If it's all connected, you can do it. It's pretty impressive. I mean, while you're fucking and just, like, doing off your wrist and shit.
Yeah, he's just like... Boop, zoom. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
He didn't show me, but like, cause he didn't have his watch on, but he didn't have his watch on, but he was just like, yeah, like how I'm doing now to my skin. He's like, yeah, you just zoom in, and it's like, all right, we're gonna cut to this angle now. I'm like, fuck?
And it's got to be in a position where you don't have to use your hands, to do it, because you don't want to fuck up the flow of the video.
I'm sure it's a little bit premeditated, where he's like, all right, if I'm about to do this move, so let me just boop.
And then I'm assuming he edits them afterwards?
Yeah, but this is where...
see, that makes it a lot easier.
See, this is where I come in from. So now he's talking about, he's like, I'm just trying to figure out, he's like, I need lighting.
I thought...
He's like, I need lighting. I put this in the notes. He literally and I told him, I was like, listen, I don't really... I've heard enough of your sex stories. No, because I was... remember I told you, like, I was always a little kid at house parties? Yeah. Some of those house parties were his house parties. This is where I chugged my first 40,
Okay.
all that shit.
Okay. Got you.
Things like that. So they would always do that. I forgot where we got this from. The earmuffs. It's from a movie where they tell the little kid earmuffs.
Old school.
Old school. There you go.
Yeah.
So it was as soon as the movie it was like really big at the time. So yeah, he's like earmuffs, but he would say shit. So every time like when they would talk about it, no, like we were talking about it that night, and I'm like, I never really like those. That doesn't work.
I never put those earmuffs on.
No, like I would put the earmuffs on.
But they weren't.
No, and I didn't, and I never said anything. It was fun. I was telling him, I was like, I didn't say anything until he was talking about how I don't know. Oh, some chick. It was a bunch of people, or like I think it was girls' night, and he crashed it, or I forgot what it was.
Oh, this guy's got balls.
And I mean,
like
it
him.
was our house. You could stop by any time.
I love this guy.
Oh yeah, no, you would love him.
Yeah.
He's fucking bananas. Love you. I can't even say your name right now.
No, it's all right. It's better that they don't.
Yeah,
Protect the innocent.
I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, so he probably wouldn't even care. So shit, what was I saying? Oh, so he came in, and I forgot. Like he's very like he's raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just always out there.
Mm-hmm.
So one girl made a joke about like, ew, I don't like, because he's white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like pink dick, and he just like. I'm not gonna say my nickname that he has for me. He has like a million, but he called me.
Sade.
Sure, we'll go with Sade. He's like, Sade, earmuffs. It's like, all right. I'm like thinking like this is not gonna work, and then he starts describing his job. I was like, no, and I don't know. I was like preteen at the time, or maybe early teens, maybe. And I was just like, no, like it doesn't. Just stop. I don't need that image. Earmuffs doesn't work. And it was funny, we were talking about that night, and he started cracking, and he's like, oh, shit, I remember that. I'm like, yeah, that's when I finally broke down. I was just like, everything else wasn't even that bad for me to hear. They were just like, oh, she's a child. Let's not say this in front of her.
The funniest way I've ever heard that shit described, I forgot what TV show or movie it was, someone described it as a baby's arm holding an apple. Ever since that, that was the funniest way. Could have been. I've heard it so many times, different movies and shit.
Yeah,
it's just the funniest way I've ever heard a dick being described. A baby's arm holding an apple.
Damn, it's really bothering me.
It's hilarious. No, I've definitely heard of different movies.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't matter where, but that's just funny.
No, but he. Oh, go ahead.
No, what I was thinking that he was saying, because you mentioned OnlyFans and you mentioned the camera tricks. I thought this was gonna be like a thing where he asked you, like, look, I want to make this kind of like a full-fledged production.
Oh no, he
did.
did.
Would you be willing to be my executive producer?
Oh no! You didn't ask that. You didn't ask that.
Like you're holding the lighting. Meanwhile, I'm in the back with the big boom mic right over him and the girl, just like.
Imagine.
What is that?
No, because he just said he was like what did he say?
No, because I could see myself just going like this and then.
Yeah.
Trying to get the sound right and just.
No, because he was like I pretty much the whole like production thing. He's like, I need lighting, and I really got to figure out this editing shit, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm talking to him about it. I'm like, well, I just got into, like, music videos, and I'm telling him about it, and I'm like, well, and this is right after the earmuff thing.
Yeah.
I was like, it's bad enough that I kind of know what it looks like. I don't need to see it.
Right.
I don't need to see you
right.
having sex, so I'm not going to edit.
Right.
But I can give you some tips. He was like, oh, yeah. Like, he was all excited and shit. And then later on, I was like, do you want me to bring my laptop? I mean, I brought my laptop. We were there on Sunday watching the game with him and shit. And I brought my laptop, but I forgot my charger, so I couldn't really show him anything. I was like, do you want me to just one day bring my laptop, and I'll show you how I'm editing a music video, and then you can just, pieces from there.
You can find some royalty-free music, throw it on top, and then just, go with the beat.
Yeah, because he uses iMovie, and I'm like, well, I was like, with what you're doing, iMovie's fine.
Well, I mean, it's all about continuity as well, too. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do that. Like, if he knows he's going to switch angles in a certain position, stop it, switch the camera, stay in that same position unless you're switching. You don't want to just go from missionary, and then all of a sudden the camera switches, and you're doing doggy.
True.
Hey,
no, but I told him.
Keep it fresh for the OnlyFans crowd.
But I did tell him, I'm like, you don't even need to worry about switching it that much. Because you can just do that in editing. Absolutely. So you can just have both angles just taping the whole time, and then
cut in between.
But the only thing is, he wants me to help him with, and it's virtually impossible because he has tattoos.
Yeah.
That are they're not like they're not generic. They're just, you can tell
They're very
it's him.
distinguishable.
Yeah, there you go. So he's oh baby, smell good. So he's like, all right, so I need to get this, I need to get all this like covered up and blah blah blah. I'm like,
You better wear a shirt.
no, that's what he's been doing. He's been wearing like a compression shit. He was like, but how? He was like, but think about it. Think about it. How many times do you want to see some guy in a shirt with his bare ass naked chick just fucking, like, it just gets
Well, no
old.
offense, they're probably just looking at the girl.
I don't want to tell him that.
But and then if it's girls that are wearing the view, they probably just want to look at his dick.
Mm-hmm.
So they could care less if the guy's wearing. I mean, if you want to put some variety, wear different color shirts.
Yeah, I forgot. I think he like wears white. I think. Or
Switch it up.
I forgot what he did. I forgot what he said. I think because so it doesn't stand out and it's not harsh. That's probably what he's thinking about. But I told him, I was like, it's amateur. Like, and we even got into the whole like porn thing and how amateurs fucking like has
amateur porn is winning right now.
Oh yeah,
winning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo.
But and then what was it? He was talking about about selling his shit to like Pornhub.
Why
but
not?
he was telling me it kind of reminded me of streams. Like it was, it almost felt like we were talking about.
What's the cost of a stream and porn?
It was kind of like we were talking about. I can't believe this is a topic.
No, let's get into it.
It was kind of like we were talking about music, but sex.
Yeah.
And it was just funny to me because I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, because you need a certain amount of views. So instead of streams, it would be views.
Yeah.
Like you need a certain amount of views just to make any type of money.
And how long does the view have to be on each video?
I don't know.
And
He just told me a certain amount. I don't remember if he said a number.
is there a minimum to these videos? Like, do you have to have a 10-minute video for it to even count? Like, because you could easily do like a 2-minute video.
But I've seen like Pornhub with like short video.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, if you are to get paid off of this, like, I would need to know the criteria. Like, what's the minimum amount of video you have to have, and then what constitutes a view
True.
on that shit? Because I could post like a 30-second video, and if 15 people watch the whole thing, does that count as 15 views, or do they just have to watch 2 seconds of it? Like, what equates to a view? These are the questions that we'd want to know.
These are valid questions.
These are the questions that I want to know if I was going to be in the amateur porn biz.
If anybody listening does know this, email us at thelyricalfixpod@gmail.com, or you can DM us.
Inquiring minds want to know.
No, I actually
because this is a big thing. Because the amateur porn thing really is going. Like, if you go to any porn website right now and you look up like the top channels or whatever, it's gonna be your regular porn stars that do like the 4K shit, but then you have regular around the way people that have their own like webcam shit, because that's really winning right now. Because that's a more of a porn has gotten way too fantasy right now. It's way too much.
Because he said, he was like, nobody really wants to see like these like gorgeous ass people just having sex and and
it gets
kind
boring.
of like fake and blah blah blah. Mind you, I haven't watched porn in a really long time, actually. Because I used to watch it because I thought it was just hilarious.
It's too clean. And it's not even the storyline. It's just too clean. It's just
I always I enjoy the impossible storylines.
Yeah, Ultra 4K is just it's annoying for porn.
Really?
I mean, it's clear. Sure, don't get me wrong.
You want to see like grainy?
Nah, it's not that. But it's like they focus too much on letting you know that it's super clear.
I guess.
Like, it's just like, bro, just show me the girl. Like you
want to not know if is that her nipple? Is it really that big, or is it just grainy?
No, but then
and shit?
The drawback to that is a lot of these girls look terrible in HD. Look horrendous.
I can imagine.
Like you can really tell when these fucking bitches like had some work done. Like, it's very visible, or you can tell when like they need to get reworked.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. So in some ways, I kind of do appreciate the amateur look because it's not clear, but you see enough that I can see the tattoos, I can see the facial expressions you're making, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can obviously see what's going on. It may not be as many camera angles. You don't have that shot of the cameraman right under the dude's grundle penetrating the girl. I don't really care for that either. Like, there's mad, we can talk about this now. There's mad fucking angles in porn that I just do not care to see. When you got a shot of the dude's asshole going up like this, don't nobody care for that shit.
The angle, what was it?
I'm sure Juan would agree with me too if I said that right now.
The angle from like, okay, when they're showing like the dick going into the girl, and like you just see it's all balls, and like and maybe like her ass.
Niggas just slamming on top, and you see that camera angle. That's a camera angle that niggas don't need to see in porn.
Nigga will be on top, camera
Nigga on top, the camera's
the
like
camera's in the back.
pointed at his ass, and they just going. Don't nobody need to see that shit, bro. There's no sexiness in that.
It is. Those are a little awkward. I used to always like fast forward through them.
Yeah, thank God.
Weird.
Oh, that's the best thing.
It's I'm good with that, but at the same time, it's just very like I personally don't want to see.
There's just mad positions that don't look good on camera.
No.
Like it's just weird.
Yeah. Or like what was it? 69 is just so overrated.
It is.
And watching that in porn is just honestly very weird.
69?
Well, I haven't seen porn in like years.
It's a whole different game now.
Once it started getting boring, I was just like, all right, this is just sex. Like, I'm good.
It got really weird, I guess, maybe 2 years ago, because not everything is just like incest. Like not incest, but stepbrother, stepmom, stepdad, stepsister.
I've seen.
I'm so tired of that shit.
I've seen a couple of those scenarios.
That shit is so nasty.
I think that's actually when I stopped, because it was just all of a sudden it was
everything. The whole page is just.
As soon as you open the website, it's
like, Daddy's not home, so I'm fucking my stepsister. Like, bro.
It's just weird.
And then they just, hey, step bro, can I come in your room and sleep with you? It's kind of, I'm scared in mine.
And then like the super short skirt.
Super short skirt.
It's all very, like, to me, those were funny when they were first picking up traction. That's probably when I stopped, because it was funny in the beginning, and then after that, I'm like, all right, I don't.
Or when homegirl gets stuck in the fucking washer or in the dryer.
You've said this before. I've never seen this. Babe, have you seen this before?
You never see? Oh, these bitches get stuck in a fucking washer or dryer and they can't get out, or they're stuck under the sink.
Babe, I've never
or under the bed.
Seen this.
I'm stuck under the bed.
Oh, no.
And her ass just happens to be out, and he's like, hold on, let me help you.
Oh, no, that I've seen. But in the washer?
Yeah, that big ass hole, how are you going to get stuck in a fucking washer
or
dryer?
Like the sink?
What type of shit?
No, and it was funny, like, when you had, I don't know, you mentioned that outside of just now.
Yeah.
And I like just pictured like this small little Asian girl in the washer, just like with the door closed, just banging on it. Like, I'm stuck inside. I'm just like, how does that fucking happen?
Speaking of, it took me forever to figure out the term, what that term meant for petite girls. They're called spinners. Did you know that? I found that out a year ago because I kept seeing it in porn. I'm like, what is a spinner? What is a spinner?
I've never heard of that.
So a spinner basically is a petite girl that you can pretty much just have your way with, because you can turn around, move around positions. She's a spinner. You can spin around. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. I was like, oh, that's a spinner.
Oh, speaking of porn terms, my sister didn't know fluffer was a real job.
Yeah,
me and her friend told her, because what was it? We were joking around. And I don't know if I said it was his ex should do it, or I forgot what it was. I'm like, he was telling us about this like threesome experience that went wrong because he fucked up, and like the girl got jealous or whatever. So I'm like, was she just the fluffer? So we're talking about it. My sister's like, wait, what? I'm like, fluffer. I'm like, that's. She's like, no, I don't know. So we had to explain to her. I'm like, no. She's like, that's an actual job. I'm like, yeah. They usually just wait off to the side, and like they make sure he's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just insane to me. Yeah. It's funny.
It's like boxing trainers in between rounds.
What happened? Pretzels? Oh, they're where the bananas are. On the table.
It's like a trainer, like in between rounds, a cut man.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was.
Well, all right, let's get you back in there.
It was funny because he's over here just smoking, and then he just leans back and shit. He's like, man, I'm just gonna fucking be a porn star. I'm just gonna be a porn star, and just leans all the way back and cracking up. And he was like, nah, but like there's so much, like bitches got it easy in porn because you got to keep that shit hard forever. That's where the fluffer came from. I'm sorry, not the whole threesome. It was after the threesome story. It was after that when I was just like, well, why don't you just hire a fluffer? Like, just to be in the corner of your room. I was like, if anything, she can help because she can make sure the lighting is right.
It seems like a shitty job. It seems like a really shitty job.
But that's how a lot of, and that's where it explains to my sister, that's how a lot of, like, even, like, the main porn stars, that's how they, they start. That's how they get up there.
Yeah.
They have to start somewhere.
I've seen the ads on the porn sites. You over 18 and have a huge dick. Email us here. That's all it takes.
Do you remember when, I can't say, okay, I bleeped this out, when wanted to be a porn star?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that shit? That's
we had a dream about doing a fucking skit. That's why.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, man. Huh?
It was going to be called La Bodega.
La
And they
Bodega.
fuck in the bodega. Oh, that's dope.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was you know what?
With the cat on top of the bread in the background.
So when a certain someone didn't like the name that me and Velvet had picked out for the podcast,
Okay.
so that was one of the names that I came up with. I was like La Bodega.
La bodega.
That was I think I still have a logo.
I would have told you not to use that name.
No. But I couldn't come up with anything. Like she kept turning me down on fucking all the names that I chose.
I feel like it's a copy of like Bodega Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think about it right away though, because I'm like, I don't think it's being used.
And they don't even
then-
use that name anymore.
No, it was no, but she,
But that's like,
Yeah, it's classic.
she liked it, and that's when I designed the logo, and then it occurred to me, I was like, wait, as I'm designing it, and I still have it. As I'm designing it, I was like, wait, Bodega Boys, never mind. I was like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was like that, well, because it was supposed to be like, oh, a place where like it's just people talking about life and all that shit.
Right, yeah, bodega would make sense. But
Yeah, but no, yeah.
we'd have
Thank
to have a
God,
green
thank
screen the whole time, a bodega behind us and shit.
God, no.
Yeah.
No, but thank God I never went with that.
Well,
That's
you already
funny.
have a cat in the background anyway, so we're halfway there.
Yeah, we're actually
Just
there.
put a loaf of bread there.
With a box of cereal and a loaf of bread.
pretty sure you'll find something spoiled.
Yeah. Some spam.
Oh man, no, but
You needed the fucking
what?
Bodega music.
That too.
True.
Fucking bachata going on, that merengue.
Ding 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 ding.
No, but that
Ding,
shit
ding,
was
ding, 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 ding.
hilarious. I told him, I was like, the fluffer, I was like, it could work not just to keep you hard, but to like make sure the angles are right. I was like, and then, but it was funny because he just wouldn't let it go. I'm talking about like, we're what, huh?
So she got 2 jobs now?
Yeah, why not?
So we're paying her good.
He has it. Don't say his name, by the way, because I don't feel like bleeping it out. But anyway, so I was telling him all that shit, and mind you, like we're watching a movie, and then he out of nowhere, he like goes to like light a cigarette. He puts out the blunt, lights a cigarette. He's like, I just need to get this lighting right. I'm like, Nick, how many times do you want me to
Get this
tell
lighting
you? I'm like, you get what the makeup artists and YouTube get. I was like, it's a tripod for the phone and has a ring light. Just get like 2 or 3 of those. I don't think he needs 3. I think 2 are fine.
2 is fine. The lighting is a lot easier than people make it out to be. I will say that.
Yeah, no, and those ring lights are very fucking bright.
Yeah.
So
no, they do
I
the
don't.
job.
And his for his room, he's fine, huh?
Just get the phone with the goddamn light.
I mean, that works too.
The case.
Oh yeah, the like was it Lou? I think those
Yeah,
Kardashians use them shit. I had my good deed for the year.
Oh, all right. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do it. This is you hit me up and you told me about this story that happened over your week.
So yeah, I wasn't gonna hit you up because I didn't think like anything of it. It was just kind of funny. You didn't know this person,
Okay.
but it was just funny to me afterward, like as it was transpiring, I guess towards the end of it. So this guy comes into work, somebody that we used to work with. What did we pick a name yet?
Barry.
Barry. Okay,
Yeah,
Barry.
we'll call it Dude Barry.
So Barry comes into work. This is somebody who used to work with us that, not a lot of people like. Barry decides to show up. He sits down with a regular who not a lot of people like, too.
Okay.
There's a long story with the regular. So, yeah, and just continues for most of the night to annoy everybody.
Okay.
I was, because, like my job has 2 bars.
Yes.
I was in the family section. So
Okay.
I didn't, it was just a lot of people coming to me to complain because me and Barry used to be close friends at one point.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, I don't have nothing to do with him. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, okay, haha. I could only laugh at this. Like, that's it. And then it's super quiet because Barry is known to make a loud entrance and even louder exit.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it was like 2-3 hours passed by, and I'm thinking, oh, Barry's probably left. Like he's long gone by now, but maybe bless you, but maybe like I didn't hear anything. Like I was, I went outside for a smoke. Or I was in the bathroom. I didn't know what was going on. And I asked somebody like, I don't know if he's still fucking here. I was like, okay, my bad. Like this person leaves a lot of people in just like angst.
Damn, Barry.
It's bad.
All right.
It's bad. Yeah, there was a I told you off air. It's kind of funny. He's like, you still work here? Oh, like, this is the best decision when I left here. And the one person just goes like, I need to make money. Cool. Mind you, Barry just went to go sell phones, but, whatever. So, yeah, Barry is still there. And it was funny because I didn't know if Barry left. And then maybe 5 minutes after I asked one person, another person comes up to me. Yo,
Yeah.
Barry's fucking trashed. Fucking talking hella shit. Being, pretty much he was being disrespectful. He's being an asshole. And then, I'm trying to think. Fast forward, we're doing last call. And, we did last call. I finally, sit down to eat. I look over. I'm like, all right, Barry's gone. Cool. Because I didn't feel like, going face-to-face with him. So I go into the other bar. I'm turning off the TVs, helping the manager out and shit. Oh, for a second, I thought he was behind me. And then all of a sudden, there's a phone call. And I hear one of the bartenders. She's like, oh, okay. Like, what side of the building did you leave? Because we have, multiple exits. She gets off the phone. She comes up to me. She's like, she gets off the phone. I see people just running outside. And I'm just eating. I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And then she comes up to me. She's like, yeah, so Barry's outside sleeping in his car. I'm like, okay, okay. Like, how much did he have to drink? Like, I don't know what you want me to do with that. And then they're waiting for the bartender, like the only bartender that was willing to serve him. They're waiting for him to come by. And then he's like, I only gave him 3 shots of Jameson and 3 White Claws. Like, that's all I gave him. That's it. And I go, I'm like,
Barry was White Clawing it up. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, well, as somebody who knows this person, he's a lightweight.
Okay.
Doesn't drink. He mainly smokes. So he was probably just feeling lonely and wanted to just, I don't know.
Just be out.
Yeah, wanted to probably be out, make people feel like shit for still working there, most likely.
Jesus.
And that's what that person does.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, when the girl came, she was like, oh, your friend. I'm like, bitch, you're a friend? You're a friend. Okay, so what did Barry, your friend, do? I was just like, all right, well, I have shit to clean. So as I go to do my job, fucking manager. So, like, I have other people coming up to me. They were like, yeah, we were shaking Barry. Barry wouldn't fucking wake up. No. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, let him sleep it off. Manager comes over. Yeah, is that your friend? No, I haven't talked to that person in a year. I don't know. Me and him aren't good, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know how I can help you. And then, and then he goes, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, honestly, I told him, like, it wouldn't fall on us because they only had this amount of liquor in 4 or 5 hours that Barry's been there. So it wouldn't really affect us. Well, no, it's just now that I'm thinking, and he fucking guilt tripped me. I was just so upset. In that moment, I just looked at him like,
oh, into helping Barry out.
Fucking asshole.
Okay, I see.
Because then he triggered that part in me where I'm just like, I have to help the fallen bird. So I helped Barry out, even though Barry is a complete asshole and has fucking, I don't know what's the word. He didn't really ruin anything for me, but
Burned a bridge.
Hassled.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of whatever.
Fair.
So I've told this story too many times. That's why I'm like, it's the fun is gone already. So then I'm like, all right, so who the fuck am I gonna call? I'm calling people. I called this one person. I'm like, I mean, he's close by. Maybe he can know somebody or he can help me in this situation. Doesn't answer. I call somebody else who, it was kind of funny because that person, I didn't really tell her what it was, but it was just kind of funny to get that reaction. It was like, oh my God, like, you're doing a really good thing.
Yeah.
Just like, okay,
Yeah.
like, can you call some people?
You know what? And I think you mentioned that in the notes too.
Yeah.
About this, where people were surprised that you were so nice or willing to help.
Yeah.
And you thought that said something about you.
Well, about what? Okay, so I didn't know if it is Barry. Like, I know Barry talks shit about me, but I didn't know if it meant like, is the picture Barry is painting of me that bad.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm this. I know there's several different narratives out there, but I didn't know, like, am I that much of a fucking monster to you? As soon as I got off the phone with her and she was looking for, somebody to pick up Barry, in that, I was just like, well, damn. Like, I got to her, I'm like, she said thank you, and, like, you're doing a great thing, like, 3 times. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, it's possible that Barry was just burying you, like, to all these other people. So all they know is Barry's side of the story.
True.
So,
but this person is neutral. The
absolutely.
person that I called, because I told him, I'm like, I would call Janice, Barry's friend. What?
You're telling the story, not me.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
Obviously, I'm using fake names, people. I'm not even editing that out. So anyway, I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, Janice doesn't like me. Can you call her? That's a really awkward, like, random name. I don't know where I got that from, but it was just funny to me because I was just like, yeah. So can you? Because I left out everything that Barry was doing, and I'm like, yeah. So he's been here for a few hours. He didn't have that much to drink, but he's totally wasted and sleeping in his car, and God forbid, just I don't know who to call. I'm sorry to bother you because I know she has this kid and it was late.
Yeah.
And I was like, Janice doesn't like me, so it's kind of awkward. And I don't have his. Edit that out. I don't have her number. Sorry, I really should have moved a guy name. I don't have her number, so can you just handle it? No problem. So she's keeping me, and she's like, I'm texting, I'm calling this and that. And then nice. I'm like, I suggested another name because Janice wasn't answering. Then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, Janice wants to speak to you. I'm like, oh, this is going to be awkward. And it wasn't that bad. They wanted details that I wasn't going to give. I'm like, because I'm not, at the end of the day, as much as Barry has done me wrong, for some reason, I don't know what it is, for some reason, I will not, I mean, sometimes, if I'm drunk, because I've done this sometimes, so when somebody brings up Barry to me, I'm like, oh, that motherfucker. And, like, sometimes I'll throw out a detail not a lot of people know. You catch me when I'm drunk, I'm talking shit, sorry. But no, like, for some reason, I just didn't want to, like, throw him under the bus. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think you did the right thing. You have a good heart. Obviously the person, he wasn't in a good state of mind. No. I mean, you were only trying to help out. Yeah. I mean, you save him from getting in bigger trouble. God forbid. Yeah. I mean, some cops show up. Yeah. Next thing you know, dude's arrested.
Because honestly, that's what would have happened. Yeah. Whenever we do find people, because during the summer we parking lot pimp and we drink in the parking lot. Yeah. We found this one girl passed out in her car, and we're knocking. All the bartenders are outside. I'm the only server, and all the bartenders are like, does anybody recognize her? And we're all looking. None of us knew who she was. But apparently, I said it. I'm like, she was probably with another server. Because if you guys don't, the bartenders know who they're serving. Like, in this business, you know who you're serving. Right. So, especially if she was that fucked up, then she was getting a lot of drinks. So, whoever had her overserved. Or it could have been the case with Barry where they didn't overserve and she could have been a lightweight. But, yeah, she had the key in the ignition, same thing as Barry. And we're all just like, the fuck? So the manager was still inside at the time. We call him. He's like, well, if nobody, like, just call the cops, because that's what we usually do is if we make sure either we didn't overserve or, it's just, at the end of the day, we usually just call the cops anyway, actually, just to make sure, like, this person is good. So the cops can handle this. That's your business. We're not going to. Yeah, we don't know who you are. If we know the person, then we step in, like how I did with Barry. But, yeah, the cop, I don't know if it was because of white girl, but the cops were just like, oh, no, it's fine. And we're just like, well, Jersey law, key, ignition, the car is on, she's passed out. What do you mean she's good? And he's like, nah, she's fine. She says she's going to sleep it off. That bitch left 10 minutes after the fucking cops left. That shit was wild. But anyway, back to Barry. So I get off the phone with Janice, and we finish wrapping up. We go outside, and 2 of the girls that are with me, I look at them, and I'm just like, I was like, yeah, can you just stay with me? Because I don't want Barry to all of a sudden wake up, notice that I'm waiting, that I'm like, because Barry's car was facing mine, like where I was, and I was leaning against the car. I ran out of cigarettes. I had no vape. And I'm like, somebody give me a cigarette. The only person there that had cigarette was a fucking non-menthol bitch. That shit was disgusting.
Yuck.
And then I'm just like, I kept making faces. And she was like, listen, if you're stupid. I'm like, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. But I'm going to still make this fucking face because this shit is disgusting.
No, they are.
Yeah, I waited a half hour for Janice to come and pick Barry up. And it was funny because, like, she said it on the phone and then again, like, in person and then again in text. And I'm just like, it's funny because I got a bunch of thank yous and, like, you know, it's really a good thing. It's really a good thing. Nothing from Barry.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Of course not.
We'll see the next time I see him. But it was just, yeah, but waiting a fucking half hour. So, does a good deed, so I may have done a bad deed, right?
Okay.
Does that bad deed, does the good deed kind of overshine the bad deed? Because you know what it is. I can't say
Well,
it.
It depends on how bad the deed is.
Well, you know what it is.
I know it is, but it just...
So you knowing the bad deed compared to the good deed, the very extremely fucking good deed that I did, I was waiting in the cold for a half hour.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you have done that good deed if you didn't do that bad deed first?
No, because I initiated with the good deed before I even realized.
All right, there you go.
Because the bad deed didn't occur to me until...
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Halfway through. So it does outshine.
It outshines it because you never meant for it to be that.
No. See?
Yeah.
It's an intention. So why'd you make me feel bad this entire time?
I was fucking with you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Should I not?
I did the same thing with you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, fucking...
It's my turn to
I
fucking have some fun.
I felt really attacked. Fuck you.
You have way more fun than I get to have.
Yeah, I do. No, fucking... So we went to the bar. No, it was funny because I was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Janice shows up and I'm like, all right. To one of the girls, I was like, Lisa, let's go to the fucking bar. Like, I was at that point. I had planned. It was a Monday night. I had planned to go straight home, but just like that whole craziness and me just itching to do something
Just
petty
made you wanna
and
get a
not.
drink.
Barry just keeps slamming his head down on the fucking steering wheel, just like the honk every 2 seconds. I was just like, bruh, Barry kept turning on the car, then turning it off, then turning it on. I'm here texting Janice like, hey, I don't think he's leaving, but can you make sure? I think it's just for the heat.
He's leaving.
I was like, I think, sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. I just think Barry is turning on the car for heat, whatever. I was like, Barry's getting out. He's going over to fucking Miller's. That's locked down, but I guess the manager's probably waiting because we told the manager we were going to wait for the ride. But I think to cover his ass, he's also new. Well, newish. So to cover his ass, he's also waiting.
Yeah.
He's waiting by the door. So here comes fucking Barry knocking on the door, probably going to fucking puke inside. And then Janice pulls up. I was like, all right, let's go. So we go to the bar. I had to text Remy. I was like, well, do I have a story for you? And I tell him. And then he goes to, like, hug me. And Lisa, the girl that I'm with, knows already. And then she's like, no. You might want to hear the rest of this.
And then the bad deed.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the bad deed is what it is, but like you said, you didn't know when you were doing the good deed that a bad...
Exactly.
Yeah, that it would counteract each other. So, no, I think you have a good heart. This definitely puts you in a new light to anybody that was hearing Barry's side of the story. Because they were like, yo, all this shit you're talking about Sade, after her doing that, I don't see it.
Yeah. Because it's like when Barry was around and those people that saw how I was with him, and then they're hearing this and they're just looking at him like, the fuck are you talking about?
Because I ain't gonna lie, if I was you, I would have done the same shit. I would have called whoever I knew that knew Barry and be like, yo, can you pick him up?
It was kind of funny, though. That first person I called was like, I ain't picking his ass up. I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah, at least you asked.
He's like, oh, no, it's good somebody else answered because I'm not. I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know what to do.
But I would have done the same thing. I would have asked around and shit. Because it's like, I don't hate anybody, or I have never hated anybody that much that I would, like, let them just fucking die or leave them alone in a situation where they could be in trouble.
Yeah,
like, I'm not evil.
Like, I told them, Like I told the first person I called, and Janice, I'm like, you know, differences aside, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see Barry pulled over or in an accident or die or some shit like
no,
that.
absolutely
Like,
not.
no.
And you would feel guilty even if you felt like you did nothing and then God forbid something had happened.
Yeah.
You would have felt guilty.
Yeah, like I want Barry to eat as much as I do, just at a different table, just
Yeah.
very far away,
Right.
and I'm fine with that. But like it's all the extra shit that he's done that kind of like, God, I just want to be petty so bad. It's making me itch, but at the same time, I'm not as petty as I put on.
And you know what that is?
What?
Growth.
Oh,
See, you're growing.
I'm growing.
Look at that, right in front of me, right in front of our very eyes, for me here and the audience.
Who don't know the bad deed I
Who
did?
don't.
The bad deed that I did. I was a little tipsy, and
No excuse.
and I had a relapse in judgment.
No excuse.
So when I was like a teenager and I used to do those things.
You had a lapse in judgment. I'll say
Yeah.
that. I'll say that much.
Or I
What-
said lapse.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what you did not have to be done. I understand why it was done. I get it. Still,
Oh, so I was telling Velvet, and I was just like, "Pro's fucking judging me for what I did."
no, and, no, and believe,
Well,
I'm
no, not
not
like
saying that,
that.
I'm not trying to judge you and like because obviously everybody's done some shit before. So who am I to say anything like that? But
I could have done a lot worse.
you could have done a lot worse, and you didn't. You did something very, very minor, very quote unquote petty.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
not
know,
really, yeah.
but it's not. That's not who you are. Obviously, you had a lapse in judgment, but that's
Mm-hmm.
not the type of person that you are. Would I say I was surprised? No, I'm not surprised. But I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm not
No,
surprised anything happens. But at the
yeah.
same time, I think that's as low as you'll go.
Yeah, I've definitely grown past, and that's why I was telling Val. I was like, "I've fucking grown." She's like, "Yes, you
No,
have."
you have. That's not. That's
Well,
if you'd
no,
told me.
compared to like what I've done, like when I
Yeah,
was younger.
Like if you tell me
Yeah.
that now, like I'll be like, I wouldn't have said like, "Oh, Sade, you've reached a new low." Like I'm like, no, this is in your wheelhouse still. This is in your. This is the level you're on. That's still Sade level. Like it's not you like asshole level. It's just you're at the minimum. Like that's
Yeah, no, it's the minimum.
yeah, that's the
just-
minimum.
Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to do more. If I actually had the equipment, I would have.
That's level 0 petty for you. That's what that is.
It was really funny though.
No, it wasn't. That's not funny.
That
That wasn't.
It was funny to me. I'm telling you, it. We'll talk about it off air.
Oh,
Okay. We're gonna take a break real quick.
all right, so this is random dad joke, funny
Mhm.
BS.
We're
but
back by the way.
We're back. I'm changing my kid's diaper the
Mhm.
other day for his nap, getting him ready to put him down.
Mhm.
A 2-hour nap in the daytime, and I pick him up after I put his new diaper on, and I noticed that there's like something like a toy stuck in his onesie
Yeah.
that I didn't grab, and turns out it's in his diaper, kind of maneuvered around when I was switching it.
Mhm.
So I went in there, cleaned diaper, I pulled it out, and we had just bought him like these blocks that you can take away and put back together, like a matching thing,
Mhm.
and it was a block of the number 2. So in my head, immediately dad joke, I just pulled the number 2 out of my kid's diaper.
You're so stupid.
I know. I just wanted to say that.
I just wanted to say it.
Because it's like, of course, that shit would happen.
Oh shit! No, it was kind of funny.
Why the
though.
hell did you put a number 2 in his diaper? And then I pulled out a number. It was just funny. This is funny shit.
Fucking kid is smart.
And I know. And then
Imagine he did it on purpose though.
no, that would be great if he did.
That'd
it
be
on
smart
purpose.
as
That'd be
fuck,
fucking
yeah.
smart as hell. And then I was also laughing just some other random shit. But he'll be dancing on the bed in the morning,
Mhm.
and he was dancing so much that I saw him flip over and he fell. But when he fell, I didn't hear a thud. He fell right on the laundry bag, the spare laundry bag that I had on the floor.
Like gymnastic shit.
I saw his legs go in the air, and then he fell off the bed. All I heard was a safe landing. Like it wasn't anything hard, no thud, no
Oh,
crying. He
shit.
was fine as hell. I look over, I'm like, "You okay, buddy?" And he's just smiling at me, like the nervous laugh, like a ha ha ha.
When you're trying not to get like seem panicked
Yeah.
for them.
Oh my god! But his life probably flashed before his eyes.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna get into topics. Let me see. All right, 45 is out. 45 is
Yeah,
officially
45
out.
is out.
Biden and Harris have been sworn in, and it is done.
Oh man, can I tell you the spiciest tweet that I saw
What?
during the inauguration? What came from Cory Booker? I don't know if you saw it. He had a
Oh
selfie.
yeah, it was. It was funny. Yeah.
Oh, so you did see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember what it said?
It's something about it being cold.
It was-
It's below 40.
it's below-
40
it's
no, it's
minus
negative.
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I seen it as like below 45.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But like, and then I seen someone was like, when you see it, or like comment when you see it, and I looked back and I was like, oh, the minus 45. That's
Yeah,
fine.
minus 45. That was great.
That was
Spicy, man. And I knew nothing was gonna happen. I know people were preparing for the worst, and they thought there was gonna be another fucking episode from last week.
Well, they said they were like riots organized in damn near every state. So,
Niggas was not gonna fucking do that shit.
especially after the last time, you see everybody getting arrested, and it was probably those people that getting arrested that probably planned it too.
Yeah, come on, man. A bunch of
They're
people
part of
talking
that.
shit. Lies, motherfuckers. And then the more that days passed by, and you started realizing who all these people were, because thank God, everybody that we mentioned that was doing some bullshit ended up getting caught.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers they're wanted. They got put on no-fly zone or no-fly list. They've been arrested.
Did you see those videos of like them escorting them? I
Yeah,
guess,
from the airport.
out of
Yeah.
and one girl just like, I have kids, and she just plops down where her hand, like the officer's holding her hand, and he's just like, all right, how many? She's like 4, but she has this weird accent. She said 4,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he's just like, he calls somebody, and then he just looks at her. Next clip is him and some other officer
Dragging her.
and she's no, like screaming.
You can do this, my babies.
Bloody fucking murder. That shit was funny. And then like a couple times, like you hear people like snickering, like whoever's recording it, you hear them laughing. It was the funniest shit.
I'm sorry, but that woman is stupid. If you went on a flight to go do that shit, you obviously dropped your kids off somewhere so you go do this,
Yeah.
and then try to leave with them thinking
Like
that there'd be no
you
repercussions.
Yeah.
Wildin'.
That shit was wild.
These people, it really shows the privilege they thought they had.
Yeah.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God, was this an awakening for these whites?
So if you want to look at the notes. So yeah, so as soon as Biden went in, he had 17 executive orders on that first day. A whole bunch of like, what is it called? Pretty much erasing
Reversing Trump's policies from
and
4 years
reversing
ago.
the damage. Yeah.
Woo.
So
That was good to see. He had a whole stack of them shits too.
Oh my God, it looked insane. So
You know,
it's
his
pretty
hand
much,
hurting.
yeah, mandate on mask for federal property and also for like flights and shit like that. Required tests if you're coming from like if you're from an international flight. The whole environmental agenda, rejoin Paris climate accord, boost federal support for undeserved communities, which was amazing. Ended the travel ban and pause and then I didn't see this listed as something he did, but I seen another article about it where they paused the
border wall,
the construction on that.
which I didn't know that was still going on. I just
I completely forgot about it.
and the fact that he's still is just pausing it and not just eliminating it.
Because they're pausing it, and then it said pretty much that they have to, the people that are in charge, pretty like the foreman, I guess, they have to assess how much the government has to reimburse them.
Yeah.
But that almost sounds like, okay, that's it. But they probably have to figure out, all right, so what do we do? Do we tear this shit down? Like,
Hey, look, man, we got to have people come down there and figure it out. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it sounded like to me.
yeah, because it was just insane. I'm reading the article about it, and it said millions or billions of money has been put in and like been put aside just for this fucking wall. Mind you, we're in a pandemic, and we're getting
Last thing we need is a wall.
yeah, and I didn't even get 600. I only got 300 in my stimulus thing, and then like there's so many people, like it's just we're in a pandemic, and that's what you're focusing on.
Yeah.
Because I've already edited out at this point, but I was talking about a trafficking show where they like this woman, a whole docuseries that she goes into Mexico for a few of the episodes, and it just shows that no matter what wall, whatever you do, these people are getting this shit. They're making money for their
they're making it
family,
happen.
and they're gonna get the shit into the country. Because if it ain't Mexico, it's gonna be some other country. So regardless,
There's always a way. As long as there's
Yeah.
as long as there's demand, there's gonna be a supply.
yeah, they showed this woman going straight through, not the I don't know what to call her. I guess the journalist,
The host.
the host, whatever.
Yeah.
So not her, but she's following somebody who has a trunk full of the fentanyl, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, nice. I said it right. I mean, nobody I edited it out. Nobody knows I struggled with it like 20 times. So they, she follows them into, like, she's following them, and the camera's on her, and she's just like, oh, they told her to get out of the car. Okay, and, oh, they're just letting her go right through. Because they had it was a long process, but just watch it, National Geographic. But it was just funny to me because I'm like, they're building this wall and it's not going to fucking stop a damn thing.
Nah, it
it's not. Fuck out of here. It's not.
Because they'll find some other way to ship it in if that's the case.
Yeah. Well, you're going to do it around the whole entire country?
And and as we know from movies and TV, there's always someone that works on the other side that's willing to help out for a little extra cash.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. The woman that was driving through the border, what is some chick from LA.
Yeah.
And then when she drops it off to somebody who's also from LA, who speaks perfect English.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a mask and he's like, I don't know what this is, but I'm just here to make sure it should transport it to somewhere else.
We're old enough to know that both sides don't play fair.
No.
Yeah.
And these are people who have families, and you know what? Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, actually, it's drugs that kill. So, which that was a thought, but we don't have to get into it. But anyway, so we'll get into that another time. So I thought this was really good. It's just insane. What did he say? He was let me see. I think some of the things this is Biden. I think some of the things we're going to be doing are going to be bold and vital, and there's no time to start like today.
Yeah.
With those 17 executive orders, which is insane to me.
Yeah, did you see the inauguration at all? Did you see any part of it?
I seen clips, but I didn't see really any of that.
Lady Gaga doing the national anthem.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it though.
No, I saw a clip. She did all right. J-Lo, I don't know how the hell she got that.
That was a little weird.
That was weird. I wouldn't expect J-Lo out of all people. I
didn't see the actual video. I had to drop off cocaine yesterday, so I was just driving most of yesterday. But I saw clips of it. I didn't hear it, but apparently she slipped in "Let's Get Loud," like into one of the anthems that she sang.
I didn't catch that. I heard that she did. I don't know how she did that.
No, because in the clip you see her like, I didn't hear it. There was no audio, but you see her kind of smile. So I'm assuming maybe at that point or whatever.
So okay,
I don't know. I don't know how she did it, but apparently that's what she did.
Let's get loud. Yeah, like that.
Well, I don't know, but
that's the song, isn't it?
No, yeah, but into the actual song.
Maybe she was the
into
melody.
Whatever song she was. I don't know. I'm just saying what I saw.
America.
But yeah, like she just some promo and shit.
Get Trump out. Get Trump out.
They fucking Obama's looked amazing. I saw the pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh, Michelle Obama killed that shit.
Oh my god, she is just flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Harris looks beautiful.
Bernie looked immaculate. Bernie looked like royalty. Bernie looked like he couldn't be touched that night.
That shit was just amazing.
It is real what they said, because they ended up making mad memes about Bernie, but Bernie did look like he had something to do afterwards.
Did you see the notorious Bern ready to go home?
Yeah, that's it. That nigga was ready to bounce. He's like, let me stop by Joe's thing real quick. I'm gonna be out of here.
No,
he was real casual with it.
My favorite one was the subway.
Yeah.
Because I think it just fit so perfectly. I was whatever about the Forest Hills one, where it looked awkward. And then there was a few other ones that I seen.
On a fucking chair. There's not much you can do with it, but people found a way to make it look, somewhat cool. Photoshop's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Photoshop is wild.
No, but that shit was just amazing. I had used the subway one when it was like I'm looking at the BMW and my Mazda like, God damn it, pretty much like I don't want to be in this fucking car. What else was it? Oh no, I don't have any other saved. I didn't know if you had.
No, there was a couple. He was at a baseball field. He was in the crowd. He was sitting by himself at like an NBA game. Now that there's like COVID and no one's there. Can
you send it so I can put it in the video?
Yeah, a little shit like that.
But no, that shit was funny. I'm surprised. There was what was it? Clinton. They spotted him falling asleep during somebody's speech.
Yeah, that was funny.
He was fucking passed out. Bush couldn't get closer to fucking to Michelle. That shit was funny.
One thing about Bush, he gonna find Michelle.
Yeah. That shit had me dying. And then they showed the past like few years, like each time he's just like, Or what was it? The one time he like gave her chocolate or some shit. He's like he just has his hand out, or he's giving her something.
Hey, Michelle, what's going on? How you doing, baby?
That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Oh
You
man,
let me know if Barry's being bad.
was that yesterday? I mean, yeah, was that when Obama like he's talking like he's shaking Obama's hand, but the whole body language, his body is facing Michelle.
It's facing Michelle. Yeah.
Was that yesterday?
Well, the inauguration was Wednesday. So yeah.
No, but I'm saying I don't know if that.
Oh, if it was a past one, I don't know
because they were showing past
right.
ones, but like you see, they zoomed in on Obama shaking his hand, and it was a tight grip.
Probably, I don't know.
Shit looks
man.
crazy.
They get along. Who knows why? Whatever they got some chemistry together.
No, it meant like Obama like spotted that like
Oh,
why
he
you
saw
looking
it.
at my woman?
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah,
He definitely saw it.
that shit
You
was
can tell.
insane though. But I just found out. So Eugene Goodman, the black officer that was like running up the steps, turning around, like trying to stop them and shit.
Which is who we talked about at the time last.
Yeah,
when
we did.
spoke
Yeah.
about it, yeah.
And then if I had the video up, I did like this whole I don't know montage or like pretty much a review of Tuesday, a bunch of videos put together. That was one of them. I'll run it back with this video. So the black let me see. No. Yeah, the black officer who faced angry mob at the Capitol building was recognized as a hero and was promoted to acting deputy sergeant at arms. He was leading them away from
The Senate chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he walked in with Harris and others at the inauguration.
Which is dope.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
And then I guess the best thing about that was two funny things about Trump leaving. One was that he pardoned, amongst other people, the most notable ones were Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
Yeah, I didn't write this in the notes because I was like, whatever. But I just
thought it was funny. And then the other part that was really funny was when I think he got off Air Force One with Melania.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're walking together down the steps, and Trump like goes to turn and like salute, I don't know who. And Melania says, "Fuck this
the
shit."
cameras.
and just got into the car.
Just kept walking.
Oh, bro, that was so.
Because he just stops and he's smiling, he's waving, as I don't remember.
Oh, he saluted or something like that.
One of those things, and then you just keep like she just literally. I don't think she stopped and
She
turned.
didn't stop. She
literally just kept walking.
She had her sunglasses on. She had
she did kind of turn her head a little bit. Yeah.
She had a fucking dress on. Like, oh, fuck this shit.
That
I'm
shit
good.
was hilarious. But the fact that, and somebody pointed out, and I didn't realize, the fact that like on his day it was like raining, and then yesterday it was like all bright and sunny out. Like
I remember even though there was a bunch of people at Trump's inauguration, because there was, I think they said that it looked that way, like it had less people because it was raining. There was still a lot of people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fucking ugly out that day.
Yeah, and then he is also the first president in I think over 150 years that hasn't attended an inauguration.
So a loser.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look, he felt like he got played. He felt he got played. I don't know what the other people think.
Yeah.
I think though, what I will say for him though, on a bright side, is that his last speech that he made to I don't know if it was to the people, whatever.
Sorry, I keep breathing into my
Last speech he made was very respectful towards Biden and his administration.
That's good.
He said that it's being left in good hands.
Yeah.
He told the country, you guys are going to be taken care of. Everything should be fine.
Somebody wrote that for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
I mean, most of the time these speeches are written for them, but it was when Trump is speaking from the heart, well, from like the evil black heart he has.
But even then, the way he said it, like he had to throw in, it's like no administration has ever faced the type of turmoil and stress that we did.
Oh, he ad-libbed.
Like, yeah. So he still had to say, like, we still did our thing, but you guys are in good hands now.
Yeah, and mind you, Biden just went in and reversed every fucking thing, which is hilarious.
So to tell someone they're in good hands and then have your homeboy just, all right, we're going to do everything the opposite now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But speaking of the pardons, fucking, apparently Lil Wayne's lawyer, I didn't make a note of it, but I seen some shit where his lawyer downplayed his Trump's involvement. But I think, and that's just a headline. I didn't read into it, but I think he downplayed it probably because, like, bro, like, this don't look good for you.
For Wayne's image?
Yeah, like, you were dick riding him. Now you just got pardoned. It doesn't look good for you. Kodak, I know I saw a headline that he, like, graciously thanked him.
He said, thanks, President Trump.
And he plans on doing better. Which
is like, look, I mean, yeah. I mean, if I'm Kodak or Wayne at that time, I'm probably going to say, yeah, thanks, President Trump.
Did you hear what happened with Joe Exotic? Wait.
Yeah, Joe Exotic did
That
not
was the
get.
first time I ever said his last name. I
Yeah.
forgot what it was.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah,
Exotic.
he did
Tiger
not
King.
get pardoned. He swore he was going to get pardoned by Trump. He thought at some point he would. I don't know why he thought he would.
Did you hear what happened? So he had a limo.
He
He had a
fucking
limo and makeup crew waiting.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So it wasn't him who said it, but I think his lawyer or somebody from his team had said it, and how he really thought that Trump was going to pardon him just because I think people were like, rooting for him or some shit like that. So he was also, pretty big news this year. Well, the past year.
I mean, this past year, I don't see how Kodak, I don't see the significant. Wayne, I could see him pardoning him. It makes sense. Kodak, I just don't understand it.
No, I don't understand that. I don't know.
Kodak, but not Bobby Shmurda?
Yeah.
Or so many other people that should have been pardoned first?
Exactly. I thought that shit is just wild to me. Because Bobby Shmurda, what was that? What was his deal? What was the whole thing? What was he in prison for? I already forgot. It's been so fucking long.
Oh. Allegations off the songs he recorded?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know,
And then
gang
Kodak-
involvement and shit.
And then Kodak was what?
Kodak just
I
broke
heard some like crazy shit though. from
Kodak fucked up in probation a couple times, as far as I know, and just did some foul shit.
And it was like some foul shit to women too.
Yeah, I just don't see the connection between him and Trump.
No.
Him and Weezy, Trump and Weezy, I could see. I see that
'Cause
connection.
Bobby Shmurda could be like clout if anything.
Yeah, but then again, I don't see. If I had to pick
Kodak,
between
I don't-
Kodak and Bobby Shmurda, I would think Kodak would come
Yeah.
out first anyway.
Some people were listing out like Suge Knight, how he's gonna be pissed. I'm like, that Suge is someone who should be in jail. Not this Suge. I've grown, but the official Suge Knight. I've grown.
Okay, you got just because I said you're grown, stop overusing it. Because now you feel you can say it all the time. Yo, bro, I've grown.
Wait until tomorrow.
I swear to God, if you try to give someone some advice and be like, you know what, I've grown a lot in this past year. I'm gonna fucking look at you.
I'd be too much like Barry. I
will
couldn't
give
do
you.
that.
I'll give you the death stare from across the room if I have to. If I hear you say at any point in the night, I've grown.
I'm kidding. I have grown. Fuck you.
You know what though? If there's one thing I've done this past year, it's growing. I've grown.
No, I just damn it.
Can I give you some advice as a grown woman?
I'm just a grown woman out in these streets.
I'm just growing out in these streets, you know.
Oh man, there's so many things I want to say right now and I can't. It's gonna get me in trouble. Fuck. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Fuck.
I know we just talking about.
Oh yeah,
Kodak
but
and-
like Suge Knight and it was a whole list of people that like didn't. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of people he could have pardoned. He didn't.
who deserved to
He
be
got
pardoned.
yeah, exactly. He got he got his friends. He got Weezy, which I understand he was, Lil Wayne was dick riding him, and then Kodak doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't see that.
But somebody else that he did, like, to go into the next topic, Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez, who was just pardoned.
Yeah.
So she, Jay-Z, and a few other people, they are launching a $10 million fund for minority-owned marijuana businesses.
Monogram and another one called Khalifa, I think.
Yeah, so it's Monogram, Khalifa, and there's 24 of them in total, are all under the parent company. That's the name of it. And it's a California-based cannabis company, and it's pretty much going to be like, it's being poised as the most impactful cannabis players in the world. Because especially, like, they're setting up the groundwork right now and, like, the foundation to really just take over.
Yeah, they want to make sure that minorities have a big piece of this whole marijuana industry. It's coming.
Yeah.
Because we were told from the beginning that this is going to be just like majority white.
Yeah, and like we had talked about this when I think he was talking about Monogram.
And they said like, okay, but they're going to have to legally give like 10% of that to like minorities.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking bullshit number to provide, considering
It
we're the
is.
ones that we're the ones that are in jail because of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones that probably purchased the most, if anything, if you want to be technical.
Yeah.
We definitely smoke more than everybody else combined. So, I mean, the last thing we need is to be treated like this.
Yeah, for real.
If anybody should be making money off this shit, it's minorities.
Yeah, because he said it's really unbelievable how that can happen. We were the ones most negatively
Impacted.
affected by the war on drugs. Sorry, I got like all congested. And America has turned around and created a business from it that's worth billions.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do something in a real way, concrete way, where I do my part. Because somebody like Hove, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, he's doing his part, man. I mean, it's not anything that's guaranteed right now, but, you know, he's doing what he's got to do to help.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Goes back to the conversation that we had where, like, a friend of ours, the one that actually wanted to be a porn star, like the other one, Juan's friend, where he's growing and he wanted to, like, open his own business. And I'm like, bro, that's not happening. Like, I'm sorry. That's not happening in Jersey. Like, anytime soon, like, when you're an old man, he's my age. I'm like, when you're an old man, but you're getting excited for something it's Jersey. It's all big business in this state. Like, it's not.
It's tougher in the state to get it popped.
Yeah, and we had talked about that, and I think this is something that could help people like him, and actually, so. I don't know how they're gonna do this.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, if it comes to the point where, like, you know, weed is like you can find weed anywhere, like liquor stores. I'm gonna be shopping for weed at the mom and pop stores. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into the big business
like the Walmart.
joints. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the Walmart of cannabis stores. Like I'm gonna go to the mom and pop. Yeah. You know, like I'm gonna support, you know, the little people. Yeah. For sure. Even if it's a couple bucks extra, like if I know the money's going to a good place and I'm helping people out, like why not? I'll spend an extra $10. You'll probably throw me something anyway, being a small business. Yeah. They're good for that. Oh, so
throw
me some free Dutches.
I mean, I don't know if this would count as a React video.
You got something? I'll take it. What's up?
Wait, let's see. All right. So, I mean, should I show you the video or are you already seen it in the notes? DJ Khaled and Fat Joe have created a joint OnlyFans to release content. It's like their trailer. I don't know if you want to.
That headline in itself sounds wild.
Yeah. All right, let's watch it.
Okay, so this is the joint video promoting the joint OnlyFans account started by Fat Joe. So we see a very awkward dribble by Khaled.
Way downtown. Back shot. It's good again.
Bank shot. Oh.
Call me MJ. Joe with the ball. He slides over.
Okay, that Joe posting up. Incredible dribble. Incredible handles on Joe. Switch.
Stay there, man. Stay in the money spot.
Don't come actually threw the ball.
Threw the ball.
Make sure you get me. Get down. Get down. Nah.
Obviously, DJ Khaled's a defensive juggernaut.
Get down.
Okay. Yeah.
Call me MJ.
Oh, sharpshooter. Who knew Khaled was a force on the defensive
rematch.
And offensive side?
Oh, no. I can't get that. Cass, get it for me. No? Okay. All right, so.
You motherfuckers think I'm crazy? I'm going to pay extra money to watch these two motherfuckers play one-on-one? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I really want to see that show? What? Fuck out of here.
That is, yeah. Hold on, let me make sure the audio is off so it doesn't replay. So, yeah, let me see. Fat Joe and I, this is Khaled. Fat Joe and I are officially bringing the light, in caps, to OnlyFans. So, it said January 25th. So, a few days from now, I guess, yeah. So, it's the videos direct fans to tune. Oh, yeah, well, the video that they just played. It's going to direct to their thing. Let me see if there's anything else. I told Fat Joe we need a legendary rematch. Who you got? DJ Khaled or Fat Joe? If I were you, put your money on me. Remember, all I do is win. Everybody subscribe and tune in January 25th. And then meanwhile, Joe promised an OnlyFans world premiere in his caption. The official basketball game rematch between DJ Khaled and Joe Crack exclusively on OnlyFans.
Oh, the anticipation.
January 25th is going down. Get your popcorn emoji. Get your popcorn. It's going to be a movie. Put your money on the Don. Even DJ Khaled was forced to lean back. I can't.
It's going to be a sad movie indeed.
I can't. Oh, shit. But some of the captions are like, yo, just get your money. But we were talking about this. A lot of the artists, like, because it stemmed from, like, JBP, and we talked kind of about it. Like, will artists start using OnlyFans to, like, release, like, music? Because as far as I know, like, there's artists on there, and it's just dick pics.
Well,
and, like,
there's other places that are already doing that. People are doing it with Patreon.
Oh, it's so far.
What?
Yeah, but I don't think Patreon
Patreon's the
No, I
same
dropped
service
it.
though. It's the same way. It's you
And
pay.
it's more reputable. Like, and it's
Yeah.
been around longer, and it's not really. I don't know if they have porn on there, but it's not really associated with porn.
It's not, but you could. I mean, you're giving exclusive content to people that pay for it.
Yeah. So yeah, true. Yeah.
So it's essentially the same business plan.
Yeah. No, it is. But OnlyFans is literally like.
Just seems more. It's more catered
Porn,
toward
yeah.
sex workers and stuff.
Well, especially since that's. I mean, that's. I just feel like that's where it just came from. That's how it was like made, what it's made for. But at the same time, it does model each other, and OnlyFans is picking up so much traction.
Oh yeah.
Way more than Patreon.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, it's easier to say, easier to spell.
True.
Yeah. People like the easy shit.
True.
Yeah.
It's just funny to hear that two grown men have a joint.
Joint OnlyFans account. I know.
Yeah, and they have been like best friends since they were like what, teenagers?
Yeah.
Right?
And who knows how many basketball games they played? You can tell by the skill level here that they're obviously advanced.
I just really want to know if they really shot that, or like who off to the side shot it.
Oh,
'Cause
one
it
of the
was-
boys in the entourage shot the ball.
Oh, for sure, because there's no way you never see like you see it, but then all of a sudden you
camera
just
cuts.
you just see hoop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Swish.
You just see net, and it's like, okay, but
Like a
where-
nigga just throws like that, cuts to a swish.
Well, well, it'd be funny if they did like the Michael Scott thing where he's just like
Yeah.
he was saying goodbye and
Yeah.
like everybody's leaving. He's like, okay, oh, it did it? Okay. Oh shit, I
Yo,
love it.
That's another show. And you don't get that too many times with shows nowadays, where you can literally go to any episode.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about the storyline. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like, I think today I was watching the episode where Andy not even forced, but he told people to come to Sweeney Todd when he was doing the musical,
Yeah.
and Aaron was babysitting Jim and Pam's baby.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
showed
yeah.
up at the spot, and then the scene where Michael came in with balloons, and he has to hold them in his seat the whole fucking time. And he grabbed wine during intermission. He was drinking it, and then he dropped.
And everybody's just like, let me get
Pass it
some of
around.
that. Let me get some of that.
And then he lets the balloons go up into
Mm-hmm.
the ceiling, and then the bottle falls, and you just hear it rolling. And then the balloons hit the lights, and they blow up. They pop.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever. I don't remember the balloons popping. Damn.
Yeah, because they just floated up
Yeah,
and then hit the lights.
I remember the awkward like bottle just like rolling down. He's just like, the fuck. That
and,
shit is
then,
funny.
and then at the end of the show,
Mm.
when the dude plays Sweeney Todd, who Michael has Daryl sitting next to him, Daryl's like, I think that's my plumber.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I think it's my plumber. And then so everybody gets up, starts clapping for Sweeney Todd, and you just hear Michael go, boo, boo. And the nigga looked right at Michael. Michael was like,
Like
he caught me.
like how are you not gonna get oh, how are you not gonna get caught? Oh, I got
Boo,
stuck.
boo.
I can't.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I did that at one of your shows. I ain't gonna say who. But I went, boo.
Which show? My show?
Yeah, one of your shows.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
I know. I don't remember. I just go, boo, boo.
You have to tell me. Do you remember who?
I don't remember who. I know I did it at your show. I just go, boo.
What was it? The was it the battle? We saw.
No, it wasn't the battle.
Oh
That
no,
wasn't
no,
the battle.
no.
I did enough of that when I actually spit my verse.
True. Yeah,
That was me going, boo! You fucking suck.
Get the fuck off.
The fuck off. How dare you? Yeah, that was pretty much me saying it.
Oh my god, no! It just reminded me. So, the friend that wants me to help him, like, he wants me to teach him how to edit for OnlyFans. Fucking, we were it's just so weird.
I'm sorry.
It's
Yo.
like this only happens to me. I just had a really weird weekend and plus Monday. It's
Yo,
just
I wanna fuck girls better on my OnlyFans, but I don't know how to edit and
he
do
wants
like
to
the
look.
lighting.
Not fuck them better. He wants it to look better.
I want it to look
He
fucking
wants,
better.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry. So like, maybe you put a camera under my nuts when I'm pile driving her.
Imagine. Ew. Ew. No.
So how you look?
Oh, I've known this guy my whole life. I
So
can't
how you
even
look right
consider
here
that.
like this?
I'm not filming it for him.
That's what I thought you said.
No, he wants me to help him edit. So like I'm gonna teach him how. No, not help him edit. Sorry. So I said it like 5 times. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to. I don't want to see you fuck. So I'm gonna show you how to edit something else, and hopefully you learn off of that and you could do your own thing.
He's gonna text you. He's like, Sade, how long should this clip of my balls smacking her vagina be before I cut to the next clip?
Yeah, I can't. I just, ugh.
Is there any way to take the sound out that when my dick is slapping? Can we take that sound out and keep the music on? He's gonna ask questions like that.
Pause. All right, so we played this game.
Cards Against Humanity, but it was a
Not would you rather. Never have I ever.
Oh.
Would you rather would have been better. I want to get one of those. So anyway, yeah, we should really actually get one of those. So it's got the same premise of Cards Against Humanity, but a little bit. If you're intoxicated, it just becomes a little too much.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't as drunk as they were, so I was ready to play, but everybody was like all over the place. You know, devices and shit.
Devices.
So he's reading out the cards and like the actual like rule card.
Yeah.
And he's reading them out and he was like, hey, everybody listen. And I'm just like, okay. And then there's still side conversations happening. and he's just like he just keeps like making these sounds and shit. And this is I think I got edited out, but I already did. I already said it. This is the guy that wanted me to help him teach him how to edit. So anyway, so he's reading them and then he stops, makes all those grunts, like come on. And he was like, no, seriously, like we're fucking with him. He's like, no, seriously, like I have this thing with public speaking, and like he said he always has a fear if he ever like were to like go up on stage and have to do that.
Yeah.
People like heckling him.
Yeah.
So what do? I mean, I was like, no, but I was like, we're all listening. Boo.
You in the Michael Scott?
Yeah. No, I didn't say boo. No, what did I? No, because he had said like, oh, they say hurry up, I'm like, yo, hurry up, get over with it. Come on. I was like, come on, Grandma. I was just fucking with him. And he just stops. He was like, yo, I will fuck you up right now. Yeah. Mind you, like, you know how the Cards Against Humanity, the cards are thick? It's the same thing. Yeah. He was like, I swear to fucking God. I was like, what? Swear to God, you're going to be a paper cut? He was like, no, feel this shit. So he's like this in attack mode. I'll go like this to feel. I was like, oh, that is pretty serious. He's like, yeah, bitch, this shit will cut you. I'm like, all right, continue. Hurry up. Like, I'm still just fucking with him, heckling him. It was just funny. It just reminded me of that. He was so mad he didn't want to play anymore. Like, we had to get him back into it. And then as we're playing what I had said before, I realized I wasn't fucking recording myself. So you're supposed to build a wall of shame with the cards that you're guilty of. And I had them all and you're supposed to have them face up. I fucking read them. I read the rule card because I pissed him off because I kept heckling him. And then he's just like grabs all my cards. He's known me since I was like 9. Grabs all of my cards and turns them over. I don't need to see that.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to see all that.
I was just like, I mean, they weren't that bad. Like, it's not that bad.
But this guy wants you to film him fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't want me to. No, he doesn't want me to film. He wants me to teach him how to edit something else so he can edit his own porn.
I can see you walking into his room and be like, all right, so what we're going to do is you're getting the locations together.
He understands the angles, though.
Okay.
Like, so when I was talking to him, I was like, okay, so you understand. I mean, you've watched a lot of porn. You fucked a lot of bitches. Like, you understand what looks good. So, okay, so that's all that's important. So I don't have to do that. Good. Perfect. I just show him how to edit.
I would be a great director for porn films. Not that it matters. I'm just saying I know.
That's our next venture? Music videos and porn? OnlyFans content?
Oh my God, no, I can't do that. No, I'm not trying to film anybody fucking.
No. Ugh, no.
Or the editing. That's crazy. That's the fact that people actually do that shit.
Well,
for
yeah.
porn.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a job at the end of the day, and I'm sure.
But imagine like how desensitized you are to
sex.
Like
sex is not even fun for you at that point.
I'm so desensitized to 11 a.m.
I was about to say that.
No joke. like I mean, as I'm watching it, I think that's what fucks me up, and I miss some of the auto syncs where there's like delays because I keep having to render it. I'm watching it and I'll just like start mouthing it with you, and it fucks me up. Like, well, not mouth like with the actual audio. And I think I don't know if my eyes are fucked up where I'm just like, yeah, you're on point because I'm also reciting at the same time. It's like, bro, I
That's-
can't.
That's
I
some
just,
funny shit.
I can't. What was it? My last go around with Cocaina. I was listening to it. I put it on. I listened to Waterfall. Oh no, I forgot to listen to Waterfalls one last time in that car. Whatever. So I remember I was listening to some of Saint's shit, Gas shit, and then I got onto Kid Nova, and then yeah, I skipped 11 a.m. And mind you, like I think because I'm so like numb to the first half, that I really like the second half.
Possibly.
I used to love the song, but I just don't like.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
And-
I've heard it too much already.
I'm-
I've heard
I'm
a lot of
like-
the album too much already.
Oh God.
And
I mean,
don't
like
even
there's,
listening to myself.
huh?
I don't even like listening to myself, but this album I've heard.
I heard
6-7 times already.
PM's. I mean, I heard Side B so much that I'm sick of it too. Just like listening to it.
Yeah, I'm tired of my voice.
I really just listened to Black Noir because I don't know if that's gonna get old, but I have to stop myself because whenever we do that video, oh sorry, I had to like, whenever we get to that video, I know I'm gonna hate it. I'm just gonna.
That's why I'd rather just help you out because I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't
What?
mind the editing. I'll help you out with the editing.
Well, I don't want to like not get to do the editing.
No, I mean I'll do it with you
Oh yeah,
to
that's
help
fine.
lighten the workload.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We have to do that together though in person.
No, I know it has to be like a whole fucking day of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
But no, it's funny because when I hear the song, I'm like, all right, so this is what I see when the beat drops, and then I want this. Like that's when I had asked him. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know I'm
So at that point, it's
complaining.
not old.
What?
Right now in your head, because you don't mind hearing the song 100 times over because you're gonna keep thinking of scenarios.
Because that's why I'm listening. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but that's gonna be one of the next videos that we drop.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, like I mean that's why that's the only song I'm listening to now because I'm trying to figure out a treatment for it, like different things. We have to go with the like.
Yes, we have to go out there
Scouting.
and scout the locations up, and that'll give us easier time to like
Yeah.
map out the
But
shots.
regardless, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, all right, this, and that's when I was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Once we get the shots and we start the editing, that's when we'll start getting tired of the song.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm just excited for it, but at the same time, I'm like, eh.
I can't wait to start singing the ah ha ha ha. I'm like, that's gonna be B-roll. That'll just be B-roll.
Oh no, it's gonna be B-roll.
Trying to catch the laugh. Ah ha ha ha.
Was it twice too?
Yeah, I was gonna start my verse that way too. I was
You
gonna,
were?
and then I was like, all right, no, fuck it.
That's already twice. in
should've.
there. If he didn't do the second time, then yeah. If he just did the opening,
No, I was originally gonna start with ah ha ha ha, and then try to rhyme it with something else besides Mirage, Minaj, or whatever that he used. I was gonna just start that flow and then go into my own, just to
would've been good,
make it a complete song.
all right. So stay with this. So Timbaland has been trending. What was it last week? I think he was
This was
trending.
bullshit, but let's hear it. Anyway.
Yeah. Trending for being a bad producer because
The
the
nerve.
new generation and casual fans have just found out about sampling, and then let me see real quick.
Fucking simps.
I know, and this guy's a fucking vet. I just can't.
Did you
So
know that
he's-
Timbaland
Yeah,
samples?
he was. Yeah, it was a trending Twitter topic. He what was it? What was it last Monday? Yeah, he was accused of stealing samples of some of his biggest hits. So for like Aaliyah, Jay-Z, shit like that, and it's all like, is it Indian music or Arabic? I forgot, something like that. Do some people still not understand how hip hop works?
They don't.
Nope.
They don't.
Not at all. This shit is it's just wild to me. And like some of the captions for this post was like, wait until they find out about Kanye. And that's the first person I thought of.
Yeah,
It's
Kanye,
like,
Just Blaze, shit.
Pharrell.
How about just hip hop in general?
Pharrell, he wasn't like too heavy on the sample, was he? Well,
A little bit.
a little bit. Not
A little
everybody
bit.
was.
He
Yeah,
samples.
no, he
Look,
was. Oh shit.
hip hop is based off of sampling.
Mhm.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is based off of taking a sound that is already recognized and flipping it.
It's just wild to me that like, how do you not know this?
DJs were taking the dance breaks from popular disco records
Uh-huh.
and looping them at these street parties. And that would be the dance break. And then that would be where the B-boys would start doing. Then they took it a step further, added an MC And the MCs just started talking about how dope the DJ was until they fucking revolutionized that and started talking about how dope they were.
Yeah.
But this all came from another record. None of these fucking DJs that had these block parties made these beats themselves. They were first looping them off of old disco and dance records.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
On the break.
So Ninth Wonder.
This
I'm
is,
not gonna go through all of these tweets, but he definitely felt a way about it. He was like, for all of you who think sampling is stealing, let's visit first.
Taking the
literature.
school ninth.
The Iliad. Iliad. I always fucking.
Iliad and the Odyssey. by
Yeah,
Homer.
two works that samples from each other. I can't read this shit. Let me see. I mean, that's a given. They always sampled mad shit. But if you think about it, it reminded me of shit. It just escaped me. Fuck. Paradise Lost.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Fucking people sampled the Bible. Like, come on. Like, it's technically it's sampling the Bible.
Sampling has been going on before sampling was an actual term.
Yeah. And then sample in
Everything's
bits and pieces of earlier works. So Ray Charles, I Got a Woman, was a complete take from a song recorded in the 1920s. A loop, if you will. Thousands of colleges hanging in
Collages.
collages, sorry. Sorry, my bad. I spaced. I need to go back to school. Hanging in thousands of museums across the globe are made from different mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just getting real literal with it, but yeah.
No, I'm reading these. Holy shit. He definitely felt some sort of way. Like, in short, this is like 5 tweets in. In short, our whole culture is a sample. Our government, our buildings, holidays, our way of life. We spend our days saying slang and using terms that we didn't. Wait, what? That were not created by any of us, and
Right.
saying it's like it's ours.
Yeah, no
Like, it's
idea's
ours, yeah.
original.
No. So, I mean, that's the whole point. Is like, you can't say it's stealing if that's literally, I don't know. It's just,
Nah, man, look, hip hop has invented the remix. We took something, we sampled it and made it better. That's what it is, and that's what keeps happening in this culture. That's what's going to keep happening. That's the foundation of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Taking something, making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it came back to those block parties, these dudes had no way to do it. They had to grab electricity from the light poles to power up their DJ equipment. Like we're talking about, like, it doesn't get more sample than that. Like, you're making something out of nothing. Everything from the loops, from the beat breaks to cardboard for these dudes dancing. Everything was innovation. Everything had to be made from nothing into something. That's what this shit is based on. Sorry.
Yeah. So no, he went in. He was like, pretty much your whole fucking existence is bits and pieces of some shit you saw, heard, or mimicked.
Yeah.
You walking fucking sample. That's how he ended it. It's
Yeah.
so funny though. I can't. I didn't even get to read all of these when I picked this out to talk about, and that shit was just so funny.
Yeah.
And sorry, I had a Rory moment. Or a Barry moment. I couldn't read.
Oh, hey, breaking news real quick.
What's
Looks like it's been reported that Jasmine Sullivan and her to perform at the 2021 Super Bowl.
Nice.
Didn't say halftime show or just whatever. Maybe they're doing a pre-show or whatever, but Jasmine Sullivan and her have been tapped.
I thought I saw that. Aren't they doing the anthems or some shit?
They could be. They didn't say exactly what. Let me see if I can find any information as to what they're doing.
And if it's breaking, then it's not what I heard. Because I don't know. Maybe it was people wanting them to do the...
Sullivan will collaborate with a country singer known as Eric Church to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
Her will perform singing America the Beautiful.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't confirmed. Because it probably was like, oh, it's rumored that they're gonna... Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what's up.
Which actually, we'll use that and we'll get off topics. Oh yeah, Drake surpassed 50 billion streams. Cool.
Good for him.
And then
Good for him.
Jadakiss just passed 1 mil.
Crazy.
That's
even happening.
12 years versus... that's about 12 years versus about 25.
That's
it's
crazy.
just wild to me. That's pop star versus an actual rapper. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Just goes to show you.
So new music, Jasmine Sullivan. The
Hotels.
Hotels. Bruh.
Yeah, let me hear about this.
So good. Let me pull up the track list.
Talk about it.
I'm slacking. Well, while I'm pulling that up, Code of the Friend, Lyrics to Go Volume 2. So at the I'm gonna name like 3 more albums. I haven't heard, like, I heard, but only one take, so I have really nothing to say, like, too much about them. Jasmine, I'm gonna actually get into. But Coda's shit, good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
I'm really only naming shit that I like.
Get that
Nick
now.
Caution, Anywhere But Here, which I think was he wanted to drop last year, but he said it. He was like, but the title fits, Anywhere But Here, and after, sorry, my voice is breaking. And after this crazy ass year, it's like perfect, like Anywhere But Here. So
good point. I like that.
but I listened to a couple tracks. That one I didn't get to finish, but it was really good. Division,
Musing her
he
feelings.
did his whole,
Amusing her feelings.
yeah, so he did this whole deluxe version, but like how M did it, where it's in the beginning.
Isn't Division a group?
Oh, sorry, I keep doing that. They.
Okay.
My bad. Excuse me, OVO, fucking scout. So yeah, he started. So it's amusing her feelings, and then I'm using her feelings. He tweeted. So I'm using her feelings might be the next portion in a deluxe.
Oh, very toxic.
When it could just be like he really could have just done like almost like the Weeknd trilogy where it's 3 separate in a sense and then brought them together. But Amuse is the main album and then he's just doing deluxe versions where he's adding the different sections on top. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Another way
And
to
it
do
was
the
like
deluxe.
4 extra tracks. It's Division. They're fire. It's the same shit. I kind of like the content from Amuse, and it's a lot more considering Amusing her feelings. It was just an extra 4.
Mhm.
One of them featured Miguel. I like the style though. It's really nothing else to talk about.
Okay. I'm gonna be seeing a lot more deluxes this year. I can tell.
It's lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? All right, so Jasmine Sullivan, Hotels. You didn't hear it, right? Didn't
I
think so.
did not. I heard just one song.
Yeah, I figured the R&B would be left to me. So this shit is just fire. So I didn't know that technically she wants this to be accounted for as an EP and not an album.
How many songs is it?
I know it's like under so it's 14 tracks, 32 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But there's one.
The one song I heard was the one where she says she wants to ride it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I heard. I heard on JBP.
Oh yeah. See,
No.
and that's why I don't really follow singles, because I don't know if they're Lucy's or they are singles off projects. I rather hear it in like all together. I forgot which one that was. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, there is 6. So there's 6 different skits. So each one, she starts off with bodies and talking about like multiple women and all this shit, and then each skit kind of opens up for a track or two to like kind of a different
Vibe.
Yeah, it's not different vibe, but it's also like a different it's a different woman in a different place in her life, pretty much. So it's like different times and different stages. That's
Different
what I'm
stages
thinking
of Hodem.
Yeah, yes.
But
not really Hodem in that sense. Oh, it's like Hodor. Hodor. Oh, I have to see that again. So no, you
She's
have
so all over the place. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I get distracted super easily. And
Squirrel.
That was actually a thing in high school for me. So yeah. Anyway, so there was like a breakup one. There was one skit where she's talking about how she was madly in love with this other girl, and how she she cheated on her and fucked it all up. So then that was the next song explaining. So it's like, you got done dirty, you did somebody dirty, you're falling in love, you got your heart broken. But there was another one that was like that, but like it kind of dug in deeper. And then what was the other one? Oh, and you just want to be at home. So pretty much pick up your feelings. It's kind of like, I don't like that the fucking Ho saying that came out like a couple years ago. I don't catch feelings, I catch flights. And that, yeah. I just randomly came with it. I just randomly remembered it.
So corny.
Oh, so bad. But then it's kind of like it goes through different stages. I know it's. That was a whole thing.
That's like Don't Bother Me. I'm doing hot girl shit. It's kind of like the same shit.
Yeah. That was the upgraded version of it.
I don't catch feelings. I catch flights. Whatever.
That was very much a thing too.
That was a
so
thing?
Sad.
Nah, go ahead,
I
jump.
would hear, huh?
Go ahead. No, they're getting the deals on Spirit flights. Cool. You catching flights. I got you. I can't.
Yo, those Spirit flights are fucking horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
I did that one time trying to be all fucking cheap and shit. Oh God, no, never again. That shit was horrible.
I gotta pay for peanuts. Get out of here.
Oh no, I don't actually like. I wasn't buying anything off that flight.
Also,
No, it was just mad uncomfortable.
quick word of advice for anybody flying: do not drink coffee or tea in the plane that's offered to you. Don't ever drink it.
Why?
Because the water they get it from is tap water. Tap water is notoriously gross, and those water tanks in the plane aren't getting cleaned as much as you think. So if you're gonna have tea or coffee, get it beforehand in the airport. Don't get
What
it
if
on
it's
the flight.
hot? Doesn't it like I don't know.
It's not hot like boiling hot where
Oh,
it kills
no, it's
everything.
not. Yeah.
They don't clean those water tanks. It's tap water.
Makes sense.
So just put it out there.
But this was
Skip the coffee.
There you go. Even though it's kind of like when you look at it, it looks like holy shit, this is an album. But time wise, it could be an EP. I get it.
So technically, it's 8 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Because
makes more
that's
sense.
that puts it more in the ballpark, like the way it's built is because there's so many, like what was it, I caught up with JB. I'm like in the middle of catching up with them, and they were talking about how like she was like had strong feelings about it, like don't get me fucked up, this is not an album.
Yeah.
Which I was just like, the fuck are you talking about? This shit is like amazing, it's fucking beautiful. And then I had cut the episode to listen to the project, and then I realized, oh yeah, there is a lot of skits. So it would almost be like when Tori got clowned for having all those fucking skits.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I guess.
That's how I felt about Late Registration.
Yeah, that was annoying as shit. That's why when people bring up that album, I'm like, meh, there's too many fucking skits. Some of them were good though.
I hate watching those YouTube prank videos where the dude goes up to someone, like an old man at a hardware store, and just like moans in his ear. You seen those videos?
No.
Go- he'll-
like the pranks and shit?
Yeah, he'll walk up behind the guy and he'll go, oh yeah.
Oh my God, I had your volume all the way up. I was not expecting that. No, that's when it's busy, you'll hear that at Miller's.
Oh yeah.
Because we tried to, Maria fucking does it. I forgot some other people do it. She fucking rubbed up on me, and I do it now.
Yeah.
Because I can't, like, you hear it enough, and then you just start doing it.
Huh?
And mind you, it'll be like busy, we're running, but it's just to make ourselves laugh through
Yeah,
the fucking pain.
a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that and I hated when in school when kids would yell like the play the penis game, like during assembly. Just
It is.
penis.
It is.
Penis.
I was like, wait, should I adjust your volume now?
Yeah.
You fucking stupid.
Moving on. I just thought about that randomly, but
Oh, shit.
let's get into my favorite segment, Sade's favorite segment, Sade's mom's favorite segment, my mom's favorite segment, and our cat's favorite segment.
And if you don't know, now you know.
I gotta remember, like, there's a delay in there that I have to get rid of. It's so annoying. Sorry.
AKA IYDK, if you don't know. Idg.
Eek.
Idg.
If you don't know.
If you don't know, where we bring you the best and brightest from all over the world as far as new hip hop is concerned. Could be R&B, could be poetry, could be a little rock and roll, could be a little jazz, funk, some folk music maybe, some Mongolian throat singing. That's also a genre that gets covered here.
What? What
Sorry.
is it from? Is that from The Office?
What, Mongolian throat singing?
Hey.
Could be.
What is it? I feel like.
That's not from your throat, Cass.
No, that's not. That's not what that is.
Point is,
He was like, "Is it this?"
fuck out of here, nigga. Give up. Stop trying to be on the fucking show. We don't want you here.
That's Aries.
Oh,
That's
okay, Aries,
weird.
sorry.
Oh shit, that was funny. I
Respectfully, Cass and Aries, we do not want you on the show.
can't. No, Aries, he minds his business. It's fucking this one right
It's
here.
like I'm, after a while, it's like, how many more pussy jokes can I make?
At least one an episode. No, there was that one episode where you wouldn't stop, and I just looked at you like,
Yeah.
"Can we move on?"
And then I'm doing the editing for last week's episode, and there's a point where you're talking and Cass is right there, and then I just like kind of pet him, and I was like, I looked to myself, and of course I'm making dad jokes. I'm like, look at Pro getting distracted by pussy. just like Fro. So it's like I can't even stop from joking myself.
I
It was
can't.
stupid as
Oh
shit.
shit, that was
It really
funny.
is dumb. I know. But anyways, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't know, just want to remind y'all, as always, we do not own the rights to any of the music being played in this segment. We are simply showing love. We think that's dope, so we feel that y'all should hear it too. So, my entry for this week, Jersey Collective Hip Hop, goes by the name of Seven Tribes. If you're wondering how that's spelled, yes, it does have 3 I's. That's 7 TRIIIBES, Tribe Side. The song I'm playing is produced by Zaman or Zaman. It's called Tribe Side. I don't know much about this group. I've heard about their name before. I respect the fact that they are about the fucking culture and about the motherfucking genre and just the overall hip hop legacy. And they're about the real shit. They're not some flashy guys. They're all about the lyrics and dope beats, dope production, and just having a good fucking time. I respect the hell out of them. And I'm going to play this song right now. It's off of YouTube. We'll probably play like a minute or two. But Seven Tribes, Tribe Side, produced by Zaman or Zaman.
Hey yo, we shine like the center of the galaxy. That hate brings my hot down, smoking with no gravity. Decapitating people daily. That ain't on the daily news. Your favorite rapper lying. He don't care, he want views. I had to let him know it's gonna take a lifetime just to conquer my soul. Nothing left in my right mind, I can let it go. Fuck cops, we gon' ride on a meeny miny mo. No beast when it's war. I ain't fucking with the law. In the belly of the beast where the lions don't sleep. So be careful if you sheep, cause them wolves gon' eat. Got a scheme to lower the crime rate. They buck at us, they offer officer. No righteousness, your life's dismissed. We want justice, but life's a bitch. That's a cold way of living when you chill like this. So that's a cold way of living when you chill like this. Live, love, hate, peace, war, money, drugs, sex is all I see. Hate, love, war, peace, drugs, money, sex is all I see. My up north brothers ain't nothing to fuck with. My down south brothers ain't nothing to fuck with. My west side brothers ain't nothing to fuck with. My east side. Hop in the whip and I ride until the wheels fall off. All them fake motherfuckers been cut off. Watching from afar while we shine like stars. Don't get involved. Might send you up to guard you niggas soft. Lyrical warfare, you already in our crosshairs. Get shot from all angles. All I need is a flick of the finger to dismember your existence. My team is too persistent. Get off in an instant. Declare war. My militants gon' frenzy. Private property, so keep out. Careful what you speak about and where you speak out. You should know that we wow. Knock you out your shoes and leave your feet. Surrounded by the darkness, yo, I slowly built a lot to raise my heart. I couldn't feel it, lock my spirit up inside a cage. If only I could find another way, a higher purpose. Spend a lot of days wasted doing nothing, feeling worthless. Suckers talk a lot of shit, but I don't pay them no mind. I keep it pushing, they be slacking. Better get on your grind. It seems the more you understand about this world and how it works, the more receptive you become to all deception that you learn is like a constant cycle. Bullshit, if you ask me, I can't believe these people can't see. It starts at your home, you feed it to your kids. It's playing on your radio, you smoke it in your six. Your life is getting drained, yo, I tell it how it is. If you ain't ready for that truth, better duck for cover, quick.
It's like a Wu-Tang in a sense.
From Germany to New Jeru, it's the tribe with the 3 eyes and the 7, shooting with the optic, straight aiming for a heaven. A lot of little girlies sexing, brothers flexing, everyone is texting. What's going on? It's hard to see. Illuminati on a mental killing spree. With all this technology,
You know what they're doing, construction?
you proud to be with all the animosity. Living tragedy, uplift your strategy. You looking at me like you mad at me, my G. What too much? Out of touch, system figurine on the clutch. Life's rough, cause you living how they want you to. Live your dream, follow your heart, fool. Let it go and don't be scared. Stuck in your parents' ways for years. Life's a trick, don't let the heart be skipped. Cause you love, hate, peace, war, money, drugs, sex is all I see. Hate, love, war, peace, drugs, money, sex is all I see. My up north brothers ain't nothing.
I think we got everybody. I'm sure there's probably more people. Yeah, there was a few more rapping. Sorry if we didn't catch you in there.
You're a fucking hater for thinking that I can't pull that hair off. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I don't, babe. I don't think you can. I don't think you could. I love you long time, but I don't think you could. Sorry. I really don't think you could. You got the. I can't take you serious. The fucking bending.
You want to wait? You want to wait till 2 hour mark to make Band-Aid jokes? Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, address the elephant in the room. Address the flesh-colored elephant in the room.
No, but you picked like this Band-Aid that takes over your face.
It's called the butterfly bandage.
There
Okay.
you go. No, for when we were outside, I was trying to figure out if it was like the butterfly one or like you just got like two different ones.
And put them together because it's that big of a thing. Okay. All right. They didn't make a band-aid. They didn't make a band-aid big enough to cover my affliction.
I just really assumed it was gonna be like the Nelly one.
Yeah,
just
you
like
did.
the
Yeah.
one.
You know why? Because before I left, I had to pick between that one and this one. And I said, you know what? I don't want to look like Nelly, so I'm going to wear this butterfly bandage instead.
The Nelly one would have looked better. The Nelly one would have looked better. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I'm having a full asthma attack. I can't.
No,
Okay.
it's cool. Catch your breath.
Stop looking at me like that. Anyway, yeah, you couldn't pull that off. No, not at all. The curls look good though. Why would you want to do that to your hair?
What's wrong with that?
It matches certain people. Like it looked okay on him. I just feel like he needs to like take care of it, because it just looked like it was about time for like some oil and shit. Yeah.
Okay. No, all right.
Those, yeah, it takes a lot of maintenance. Oh, did I ever tell you?
So do these curls.
My friend had one. I have your volume really low. My friend, she did the locks and she didn't take care of them. They got matted, and guess what she had to do? Shave all her hair off.
Wait, she had to shave her head. She had to shave her hair off because she couldn't take care of Jadakiss?
She is on some like.
Wait, but if she did that to Jada and Styles, why would that have to matter?
What are you talking about?
It's the locks.
Oh. What are you talking? Okay, I get
wasn't.
the joke.
She's not a stylist for the locks.
No. What?
Oh, you thought I was trying to be funny?
Oh no, I'm like,
No,
is
nigga, I was
this the
serious.
dad joke? Like,
No, dad joke that went terrible because I thought you were serious.
no, like
I thought
she had locks.
Can we let's cut that whole? You're not gonna cut it. Okay.
No,
forget
I'm
it.
not gonna cut it.
No, you're not gonna cut it. Forget it. Why would you? Can we just go on to your? That was 7 Tribes, Tribe Side. Holy shit.
Oh, it was funny.
No, in all seriousness, that shit was dope.
No,
Shout out to you.
yeah, sorry, we took a break to laugh, but no, that really was
She
good.
took a break to laugh at me. Don't get it fucking twisted. Don't involve me in your shit. You fucking snorting at me.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. All right, so I found.
You gonna stop laughing at me so much, nigga? At my expense.
Well, you went off on me already.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, not really.
For shit you did.
And I do it again. Oh shit, that was funny. Fuck. All right, so shout out to Out Here Trying to Function. I found.
OHTF.
Yeah, I found this girl, another good page that always promotes like some dope ass fucking artists. So I found this girl. Her name is Gabrielle Findley. Wait, I already forgot.
Findley.
Oh, Findley? Oh my God, where did I get
Holy
Findley from? Sorry, it was the long break. I had the right name in my head.
Yo, you can't get nobody's name
No,
right.
I can't. I think it's the curse of having my name.
You would have called them 7 Tribbies if it wasn't for me.
No, Tribes. I mean, that's a given.
Okay,
Oh, shit, still playing.
so is the word FIND.
No, I mean, baby girl, I didn't mean to fuck up your name. I'm sorry. We took a long break of laughing that I really forgot her last name. I was like, Gabrielle, fuck, I hope I get this right. Findway? Sorry.
Oh
Findway.
my. Okay.
No, that was.
All right, you're reenacting.
I was
yeah.
making fun of myself. All right, so I saw this on Out Here Trying to Function's page, and love that shit. Some R&B vibes. 1 second.
What's it called?
Let me see. Sugar, I think. Yeah, Sugar.
But I ain't got a ring. Worry about nothing, worry about a thing. Cause he don't deserve it. Feel it, that's true. Yes, he don't see it, so I'ma show you. Sweet like sugar, wet like water. I forgot that I'm important. More than gold, shine like diamonds. Worth much more than an uncapped promise. Look like honey, feel like sun, feel like heaven. Fall in love, or the money. Can't afford too much of it. Can't ignore, and I say you now till I say you.
And it's so so cute because and it's cute because they have like she lists out like who did it, the videography like lists out everybody who's in it, who had a part of it, and then Fashion by is like Forever 21 for the whole thing. It was just like she literally like had everything in there.
See what I got, all that you want. I know you want it, but I
This is fire video. I never actually got to watch it.
Put your money up, put your money up, put your money up. What you gonna do to impress me? What you gonna say? What you gonna
first thing I
say?
noticed is
How
how
you gonna
beautiful
show
that
me love? Sugar, well like water. I forgot that I'm in
She's obviously at a studio, but it's got great fucking
shine
lighting.
like diamonds. Worth much more than
I love this scene though. This
Yeah.
art.
feel like sun, feel like heaven when you fall in love. More than money, can't
See how they
afford
fucking
too
light flare?
much of it, can't ignore. You don't have to say you love me, 'cause I like how I feel right. Don't need nobody.
And it's not too much.
That's great.
Like you can always just cut in and out on the videos. You don't need to go.
Her mouth, she looks great too. I love the fucking fro.
So wanna do me, baby.
Nah, she looks great. She's awesome.
Put your money up, put your
I
money
fucking
up.
love this.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Impress me.
Aesthetically, it's so fire, and it looks like a painting.
Yeah, just get her name right next time.
Put your money up, put your money up, put your money up. What you gonna do?
Gabrielle, just for the record, I know your name and I
What you
corrected it.
gonna say? What you
First
More
off,
than
it
once.
was
show me
More
love?
than once. But it's okay. Like, you have to understand, like, this is just a thing with her.
the one time on air. That was it.
And the 5 times off there.
That was close enough though, a little bit.
Feel like sun, feel like heaven when you fall in love. Can't afford too much of it.
You know what I was thinking? What if you've been wrong this entire time?
Out of
With
all the
some
other
of these
names?
names.
Yeah, I think that all the time.
What if you've been wrong and I was right? And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we just been calling them the wrong.
And then we never know at all. We never find out. We never hear from them.
No. Oh shit, that was funny. All right, so yeah, that was If You Don't Know.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Shout out to them.
7 Tribes, Gabrielle Findley. As always, want to remind y'all we do not own the rights to any of this music, but be sure to find it on our Apple and Spotify If You Don't Know playlist. We'll be able to show you, and hopefully y'all check out that music, y'all like it, become fans, listen to the rest of their projects and other artists like them, and just keep this underground appreciation going, man.
Yeah.
As always, you know,
Before we do that, and some prayers, some well wishes. Dave Chappelle, we just found out breaking news that he has tested positive for COVID.
yes, he has tested positive for COVID, so he has canceled his Texas shows this upcoming weekend with Joe Rogan. Obviously, he's definitely been one of the people that have been going about this the right way, making sure everybody gets tested before their shows. But of course, we've seen how crazy this virus can get. It can pretty much get anyone at any time, regardless of how much you take care of yourself. So just another reminder, man, just stay safe out here. Keep your hands washed. Social distancing as much as possible. I know it's like a little more lenient these days, but the shit's still out there. So gotta be careful. Oh, and also Drake is not dropping this month at all.
Yeah, he's not dropping at all. Who else?
He wants to recover more. I think that's bullshit. You can still drop an album even if you're in recovery. So, and it's not like he's gonna be touring anyway.
He's been in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it was just probably an unrealistic deadline for him, and
Probably.
it was an excuse to push it forward.
Hey, Drake, it happens. I took an extra month for Kid Nova. Shit happens.
Fucking Ashanti. It just ended their verses, and I got a tweet alert. Ashanti just dropped a song, which is
What a surprise.
that could be a reason why they delayed it an extra week. Did you see the post when they were like rain or shine, snow, rain or shine or some shit, and there was a comment like, but there was no rain.
There was no rain.
Or snow.
You should just put Corona or no Corona.
Yeah, the weather didn't stop
Yeah.
the last one.
It never stopped any of them.
No. And like the weather didn't stop this one. It didn't stop the last
Fucking
one.
Beanie Man and Bounty Killer had the cops come. They didn't stop that shit.
No.
Rona's the only shit stopping these niggas.
It's probably just women shit. I don't know. And then also, I guess she probably was like, "Oh, let's align it so I can drop a single." And yeah.
I mean, this ain't the first time. We've seen people drop singles the night after or before and shit. So it makes sense.
So that was probably like her thinking, like, "Oh, it's perfect. As soon as we cut, bam, song
Timing.
out."
So maybe, I mean, if anything, this is just gonna get a bigger increase in both past catalog. But usually with verses, people ain't trying to hear the new shit.
Yeah.
They want to hear the shit that they already know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just how it goes with these. But
yeah.
I didn't get to ask you just
What?
because we didn't see the battle. We didn't see the scores. How do you think it went? Who do you think would have taken that? What would the score be out of 20? I'm gonna say Ashanti, 12-8.
Are they doing writer credits too?
Anything goes as long as their name is on it. So Ashanti could use those records she gave J-Lo.
Or she could just sing them herself?
Yeah, and any hooks that she was on with Ja Rule. I imagine she did. I imagine they had to have come up. So,
I would say, yeah, Ashanti wins possibly around the same score or like 13-7 or some shit like
13-7,
that.
11-9.
Like around, yeah,
12-8.
in that range,
Yeah.
I would say. Because Keisha Cole, I just don't, she does have hits, but her career kind of slowed down a lot
Yeah.
out of nowhere. So with her, I guess, personal, whatever the fuck was going on. At that time, I wasn't really paying attention. I was more so focused on like it was before like social media and shit.
Yeah, and Keisha was never like the hook girl for rappers.
No, so she does have a lot of like that's where I would root for her because she does have a lot of standalone music.
Yeah.
And great fucking music. But if we're including everything, Ashanti does come with clout.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, and there's no rules against that. If she want to do fucking Ja Rule hooks all day, more
And
power to
Ashanti
her.
has more time in, right? I
Yes,
feel like, yeah.
yes, she does.
she definitely has more time in. The whole Murder Inc. shit, like, yeah, nah.
Don't get it twisted though. Like after like probably third album, maybe second album, she kind of slowed down and we didn't hear shit about her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there was
Yeah.
just that time that she was just out here, like she was kind of was
Yeah.
singing, but she was more so out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, we'll leave it at that. Good fucking episode.
Yeah.
We got a special guest coming next week.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be obviously a little bit of a format. If you guys have heard our past episodes with guests, you know how it gets.
Yeah.
We just tend to have a good fucking time. We don't do the traditional interview format because we figure there's enough fucking outlets doing that already.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to kick the shit with y'all, and
It kind of gets you to see a different side of them.
yeah, like we're not, you know, sometimes artists might come in here and they're just ready to answer questions and they try to do this media training bullshit. I'm like, nah, we just want to have a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't gotta be so politically correct.
We still get into that, where it's like interview style,
Yeah,
where
we-
like me and you will shoot off
Yeah.
questions. But for the most part, it's like, you know, you'll get to see a different side of them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I don't want them always in artist mode, just answering and being serious. Like I'd want to hear them joke around.
I kind of want to get some would you rather questions geared up for that.
I got no problem with that. I think you should do that.
Right?
Yeah, let's get some.
I feel like you find better ones than me.
All right, I'll think of some.
At least we come with like 5 each.
Come with 5 each. Okay. All right.
Off to Google I go.
All right. Now
No,
let me give you a quick one.
Or what?
Quick would you rather?
What?
Would you rather walk around smelling like bad breath or smelling like a bad fart for the rest of your life?
Do I have an option to take mints?
Yes, but it won't matter.
Oh, it like overpowers?
Yeah.
I think bad breath,
Okay.
because I could just,
Keep your mouth closed.
yeah,
Mask up.
and I could just stay far apart. Fart, you literally smell that no matter if you're like 6 feet, like you could be in the same room, you smell it.
Oh
same day.
God, yeah. I
And if
know.
you walk out of a room, it lingers sometimes, and it's like, no, I'm good. I think I'd rather bad breath, because I'm gonna put some perfume on. They just fart and perfume do not mix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
walk
know.
with Febreze, so it could just like.
I saw it the other day. What did I see it the other day online? Somewhere says like, I love people that try to spray the scent of weed
Mm-hmm.
and thinking that we won't catch it. Like, oh yeah, I love pumpkin spice marijuana.
Yeah, that's why like if. I mean, I'm happy I don't smoke as much now, like cigarettes, but like I feel like I smell so much better now. But whenever I do realize like, holy shit, like I.
Oh,
fucking
the cigarette
stink.
smell when you don't smoke
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like every now and like I'll still like I'll Jones for a cigarette,
Yeah.
but I haven't completely quit yet.
And going into someone's house that smokes cigarettes inside the house, oh
Yeah,
God, that is bad.
It's our friend that this past weekend he smokes in his house, and it bothered me in the beginning just because I don't smoke that much, but like I was smoking there. Oh, the camera died. Sorry, this is where the visual ends. So I gotta say, you can't flip off the camera. That's not. So anyway.
Well,
So-
you not just snitched on me.
Oh, my bad. So anyway, yeah, it was in the beginning. I was just like, oh God, Cause I mean, you walk in, all you smell is incense because they're also smoking weed. So it was like it was a lot going on in there. I love how I always leave though. Like I'll spend maybe a couple hours in the greenhouse, and I will smell like the greenhouse for the next like 2 days of just not even just weed. It's just like the incense. It's like the greenhouse just has a smell.
Yeah.
And it's not bad.
It's got an aroma.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I kind of like I don't even mind. I wash my hair today. I'm gonna go in tomorrow and have that incense smell, which actually I don't mind.
It's not bad.
Cause it's just like anytime like I'll like let my hair loose and I'm like, oh, the greenhouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna stop by, have a little bit of fun. I don't want to be out too late. I had a busy weekend. Got the kids Saturday morning, so I'm gonna definitely come through, chill. I'll try not to go crazy. Nah, I mean, I'm there to have fun.
Yeah. At least you probably shouldn't have any of the drinks that we're making.
I'm gonna have one.
At least one.
One, and then I gotta take a shot with LB.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm bringing. I
Give
told
her my
her.
love.
I told her I'm gonna make. I brought the stuff to make green tea shots,
Oh, nice.
just in case if anybody didn't want to take like straight up.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that sounds good.
So yeah, because the rum cakes as good as they are, times is rough right now.
Yeah. Agreed.
Fucking unemployment, man, it's fucking killing me.
Yeah,
and
my
work.
shit's running out. I gotta. Yeah,
I was gonna call. You know, it's funny. I was gonna call, and then all of a sudden I got an email saying do not call, because my shit ran out before like March, before my time ended, and like we're sending you in the next few weeks you'll get a notification saying you have 11 weeks more, so I'll be able to like get retro. So
nice.
Whenever this happens, it'll probably happen like a month or two,
Yeah.
and I'll be able to get all of that in 1 month. It's a little dangerous for me.
That is a little dangerous, actually.
Yeah. That's what happened with Velvet,
Yeah, be
because
careful.
she was working in New York at the time, and she got a lump sum from like a month and a half or like 2 months of not working. And she was like,
careful.
"Oh, now I have all this money." I'm like, "You better
If I-
chill, girl."
If I see you show up with another cocaine, I'm gonna fucking yell at you.
Damn, I wish the camera was on to catch my face.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can tell by the sound of your voice. Yeah. Yeah, you
I
better
miss
not.
her so much.
I know, but you gotta chill.
This car, I gotta fucking bring it back next week.
If anything, is motivation for you to go get that.
No, there's things I want more than the car. And
No.
plus, I don't know if I would want to just get a Mercedes or like a Range.
But to put yourself in the position where you could get it if you want to. Like, you got
as
enough
an
extra
option?
money. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruh, the way they're fucking, the prices on these Mazda are climbing up because everything's a fucking luxury car now at this point. I ain't that far behind.
That's crazy in itself.
What?
That there's no such thing as like economy anymore. It's like everything's luxury.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, you
It's
seen the
wild.
side of my car. Like, I mean, it's basic, but at the same time, it's not like a BMW at all. But compared to my last one and price-wise, fam, I was able to get the same car payment for my first 3 cars, and now all of a sudden, my 4th car, it just jumps up because of the price difference on this model and the last one. I'm like, holy shit.
Jesus.
And that's me walking in there with my mom's husband, who's a fucking shark.
Right.
That was the lowest part. I'm like, ugh,
Takes no
okay.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's very like, all right, we're leaving. I'm like, okay. I'm just like, all right. Like, I stayed quiet for most of it, and then I'm like, okay, we're ready. Where do I sign? That's it. Like, I tell him what number I can do, and then he's like, okay, I gotcha. And then when they gave us the set of numbers, he looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, I can do it.
That reminds me of a joke I heard on that show, Fresh Off the Boat. I was watching it randomly, and they were telling a story about how they went to go buy their first car.
Yeah.
The couple in the show. And they left because they didn't like the deal. Then they came back, and it was their wedding day, and they were still dressed in their wedding outfits.
Yeah.
So he carried her over the threshold into the dealership, and the salesman that was with them said, "Oh, hey, what happened? Did you slip and fall into some savings?" And for some reason, that line sticks with me because it was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life at the time. Did you slip and fall into some savings? Corny dad jokes again. That's like my 3rd one. I apologize to everybody.
Are you still looking at
I'm
the
still looking at the camera like it's on.
Yeah.
Hey.
At one of those breaks, what?
You're not even halfway. It's fucking midnight.
I took a nap.
It's midnight.
And first off,
She got those big fucking water jugs that have the time next to it. It tells you what time you should be drinking everything.
but I don't follow the time. I took a nap knowing I was gonna be up all night. So this will be done by the time the episode is out.
No, you know what?
I'll take a picture.
I would hope so. I would hope that it's done by the time. You could also empty it and take a picture. So don't fucking fool me.
No,
If you're gonna waste water like that, go ahead and be an asshole.
I would not waste water like that.
All right,
no.
you and your hydro mate.
No, I really do have to shut up the hydro mate. Looking for sponsors.
Well, you're about 12 hours too late. Just saying.
Not exactly 12.
Yeah, it's midnight. You're at the 12 p.m. mark.
No, I'm at 2 p.m. What are you talking about?
Maybe.
I'm at 2 p.m.
Keep it steady. You keep shaking it.
Because I shake. What do you want me to do?
I can tell because you're not drinking enough water.
Fuck you. Fucking asshole.
Surprised you can lift that thing.
I took a fucking nap at 1 p.m. All right?
Oh, did you mark down when you took a nap too?
No, I just remember.
Is that your nap and water bottle?
I got home with sushi at 12.
Oh, you got sushi today. This nigga got sushi and didn't tell me. But you want to have a sushi date.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do? Just get the sushi and just wait?
Keep it cool.
No, you can't just let sushi sit.
If it's cool, you can.
Gross. I don't know.
If it's kept cold.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't know why.
If it's day old, I get it. I've eaten day old sushi, but kept cold. Kept cold.
No, but like I just don't. I like if the fish is that like cool. It's just when it's already in like sushi mode and the rice and everything.
And it's not too cold. It's actually just fresh.
Yeah, like
I
I just feel like when it sits too long, it just gets weird.
The texture's off.
Yeah.
I did taste that. Yeah, I wasn't happy.
Yeah, I just feel like when it's like in sushi mode, it's just like
It was an instant regret. It was kind of like, I didn't need to do this.
just add like an extra ginger slice on it, like to mask it.
Oh
or
God,
something.
I do that all the time.
I love
I go in with the ginger.
Bomb.
I don't know why it's different colors in different spots.
It depends on how they pickle it.
That's what she said.
True.
All right, on that note,
right,
we'll end on that. I want to remind y'all, at Lyrical Fix Pod on IG. Catch us on Audio Mac, Anchor, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Give us those 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out on these podcast streets. For your host, I'm Billy Band-Aid. You have... And we'll catch y'all next week. Make sure to wash your hands, wash your face, keep your mask clean. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Can you give me another beat? I can't rap to this.